right here on 710 ESPN.
Is your vehicle due for service? Is it time to get those wipers replaced? If so, head into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. For over 30 years, Valvoline has provided quick and convenient automotive maintenance services for busy people just like you. At Valvoline, you stay in your car safe while the expert technicians make sure your ride is at its best. Oil changes, wiper blades, and more. Just pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay. Listen up, sports fans. Gear up for your next game day hang with your friends. What's on the menu? Sliders, wings, chips, and salsa? Well, all your favorite game day foods go great with Stella Rosa wines, a semi-sweet and semi-sparkling wine that must be served chilled. Stella Rosa can be found at your local retailer, so remember to grab a couple bottles next time you shop. Nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. Please celebrate responsibly.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. Now open 24/7. Play no-bust blackjack, poker, and more. Enjoy Century Bar and Grill's flavorful menu for lunch or late-night dinners. Watch your favorite teams and catch up with friends on game days. Unwind and enjoy live music and crafted cocktails at Ray's Lounge. Easy parking and access, Hollywood Park Casino, located next door to the Forum and SoFi Stadium. Park, party, and play. Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game.
Must be 21 and older to enter. These are approved DOJ games. Geico 004527. Geico 003871.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey kids, Uncle Artie here from Pernia Law, here to tell you about a newer sponsorship deal with Matt Barnes, who has deep LA roots, former Bruin and pro basketball player for both LA teams.
If you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law. And there's never any upfront fees. They collect when you collect. And for the record, their win-loss record puts them in the top of the standings. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hi, I'm Dr. Peter Stahl, board-certified urologist and senior vice president of men's sexual health at HIMSS. In my 12 years of practice as a reproductive urologist, I've helped many guys with ED, and it has never been more convenient to treat than it is right now, thanks to HIMSS. It really wasn't easy before. You had to take time out of your day, come to a physical office, and see a specialist like me in person. Now, through HIMSS.com, you can get world-class sexual health care and a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. It starts with a free assessment from a medical provider licensed in your state who can determine if ED treatment is right for you. If prescribed, your medication is shipped to you for free. So don't wait. Join the hundreds of thousands of guys who've gotten help for their ED through HIMSS.
To start your free online visit and find ED treatment at up to 95% off brand name prices, go to hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit.
Here we go. Thursday, October 31st, 2024. Happy Halloween and happy World Series Champions Day. The Dodgers beat the Yankees last night in the Bronx, clinched the series 4-1, and are World Series champions. Hit the sound.
Start the party, Los Angeles! Your Dodgers have won the World Series!
Joe Davis, Fox TV on the call. We celebrate all day long. This just feels better than 2020, doesn't it? Let's get to it on this Celebration Thursday.
Like another perfect day.
The Travis and DeMarco Show, Dodgers are World Champions edition, right now.
Right now, yeah! How about that? How about that? I mean,
how geeked are you?
You've got to be kidding me. How about this? How about the confluence of events? The Dodgers win the World Series on the day we're all dressed as Chris Morales on Halloween. That is how you know it's all coming together for us. Bam!
Not fair. You have a beard, a built-in beard.
Yeah, well,
Your beard looks good.
I almost took out the shoe polish and made it really dark and black, but I'm like, then I'll be walking around. That could go a bad way.
Emily,
so I decided not to do that.
You really are channeling Chris over there.
It is a final!
Do it again.
Boom!
Oh my God.
Okay, I got to ask. Have you been rehearsing?
No, this is all
those
coming,
are really good.
It's all
really
coming
good.
from the beard and everything. I'm
Those are really
channeling
good.
That is
All right.
very method. I like it.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's on one today. Look, I want to stay in costume. I want to stay in character, but the
Can't
fact of the
see.
matter is I can't see.
Can't
so
see.
these
Already
are
took
coming
the
off,
sunglasses
and
off.
these are going on.
Stoked, man. You're psyched, right? This is awesome.
DeMarco, I really
Yes.
am beyond
You
excited,
gotta
beyond
be.
stoked. It was an unbelievable way to finish an unbelievable season. It was the season that started with them emptying $1 billion into 3 guys, and it ends with a world championship, and it wasn't a straight line from A to B.
No.
There was 100 different twists and turns along the way.
Not for you, because I think I was still fill-in status. There was a big whiteboard.
Yeah.
And did you write they weren't going to win the World Series?
I didn't think they were.
So what part of the year was that? And you dated that.
Yeah, it was late July, early August.
Okay, remind me of what was happening in late July, early August.
So they had
Take
no
me back.
pitching. All of their pitchers were hurt.
It all blew up.
Everybody that they needed to have pitch was unavailable to pitch. They were having their bullpen pitch 6 innings a night. That you can't lean. It's like driving a car with no oil in the tank. Eventually it's going to blow up.
Smoke and blow up.
Right.
And you're going to be on the side of the road.
It never blew up.
Wow.
And they kept, kind of patching it here and there. And they did the thing that I really didn't think they could do with this group.
This more than the paycheck, because I hate when people talk
I'm not talking about the paycheck.
I'm talking to people that are talking about paychecks. Like,
can
you
I
paid
say this
for it.
with all due sincerity? Blank them. If that's how they think this happened, who cares?
I got nervous for a second. I thought you were going to drop the F-bomb.
No, blank them.
Okay.
If you think this was a bought World Series, you're not paying attention.
Okay.
You can think whatever you want. I don't care, but you're wrong. That's one of those whatever.
The resiliency. That's what I love. Yes.
I get it. Their stars starred at various different points in this playoff run.
50-50.
But
Mookie.
Blake
yes.
Trinan was available to anybody that wanted him.
Dude.
Michael Kopech was on the worst team in the history of baseball. Anybody could have had him. Tommy Edman is a guy that, I mean, we'll get into all of these things. This was a complete and total team effort. And let's start right here. And
it wasn't pretty. That's what I love.
I have pretty. No,
it was not pretty. It was scary. It was better than any Disneyland ride in the world.
It was. I said it
was
a minute ago.
fantastic. Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. And when it was 5-0, I'm like, all right, we're going back to LA.
Yeah.
Game 6.
Where were you watching?
At home.
Okay.
And not that it was they're going to lose the World Series. Even though they were getting tuned up at that point, I never thought that they were going to lose the World Series. It was just, okay, this is going to be a little harder than I thought.
Yeah.
And then everything that we're going to talk about started to unfold there.
I was laughing at Jorge all night. You were killing me. You were running the gamut of emotions via text.
Oh,
and then the last one with the beer.
You were just talking to yourself at some point.
Yeah, where was that?
I don't care. I was in a good spot.
What part of the room were you in when you were spraying beer on yourself?
Okay, so that's the front door.
Yeah,
like this.
Because I saw a pair of pants, right? Like, what is going on in here?
Everything is just everywhere.
Okay.
But
Two little kids.
Yeah,
yeah.
I have
Okay.
kids.
Makes sense.
Exactly.
Okay.
So then the beer part, it's by my front door, and then I removed the picture frames and whatnot, and I put plastic on the couch. Brenda's like, "You better not get on the couch, but go ahead." And then I did my thing.
That's exactly. Yeah, I speak fluent wife. Yeah,
Did you not do it outside?
That's freaking awesome.
Nah,
I liked it. I'm glad you did it. It was well earned.
Was outstanding.
We had fun. The family had fun, and I feel proud as a dad.
Sure.
Maite got to enjoy it and scream it, and I love it.
Trap, we had a Halloween party for the kids, so there's going to be 2 nights. Wednesday was for the kids. Friday is for the adults.
Oh, Friday.
So we
hot tub with the
Dia
adults?
de los
No, not
Muertos.
the hot tub. So
Right?
they had the blow up outside club with a strobe light for the kids. It was so awesome. Little haunted houses, everything. So we're all trying to have fun for the kids while trying to watch the World Series. So all the dads had their phones watching the game. The kids kept coming over.
Yeah.
What's going on? It's 5-0. We're going to lose. So finally, they just quit on the party. We all started watching in the living room.
Yeah.
Living and dying with every single pitch. It was awesome.
There's nothing like it. There's very few things in the world that make you sick and queasy and
all at the same time.
All at the same time, and you're loving every second of it.
I hate baseball.
Yeah.
I love baseball. I hate baseball.
I hate that I care about this as much as I do.
Yes.
I hate that they're making me feel like this. Yes.
Yes.
It's just the gamut of
So
emotions
cool.
was amazing, and like you talked about, Jorge, with your celebration. I ran out to the garage, got the champagne out of the garage fridge.
Did you?
Absolutely. Posted it on Instagram.
Yeah.
And then my phone starts ringing, and it's my son Bobby in Philadelphia. He's got a bottle of champagne. He's got his Ohtani jersey and hat on. He's throwing a party at his place.
That's how you do it.
Awesome. It was just Susan was super fire. It was great. It was
That's
just
how you do it, LA. Yes, sir.
A fantastic moment. And here's look, Dodger fans will get this.
The boys landed, right? They're back.
They're here. Yeah,
All right,
they're here.
Nice.
What happened last night validated a 13-year run in a way that only a World Series title in a 162-game season could. It's the only thing that was missing from this group. It was the only thing missing. They've been to the postseason 13 years in a row.
Put a bow on it. Yeah.
They'd won a World Series, but and I've never said that it's less, but I've always said that it's very different. It was very, very different. They'd been to the World Series 2 other times, and they got beat once by the Red Sox, who just kind of slapped them around.
Yeah.
And then we all know what happened with the Red Sox. But now, here's what this group is. This is a team that has won the World Series twice in a 5-year window. They've been to the World Series 4 times since 2017. They've been in the playoffs 13 consecutive years. They've won the division 12 of those 13 years. They've been the best team in baseball over the course of the regular season multiple times, but they didn't have this. And now that they do, we're done. That this is one of the greatest eras in the history of Dodger baseball. This is
No doubt.
This is the validation that all Dodger fans have been waiting for.
You don't hear it?
Run it back.
Oh,
Run it
back. We'll get to that.
Run it back.
There's a lot of questions on who's coming. I want to hear from Dodger fans. 877-710-ESPN. But this is the stamp.
Yeah.
This is the thing that makes
Love
it
winning.
entirely official, that makes it entirely legitimate, that makes it entirely not quite a dynasty, but you can see it from here.
You know why
with
they hate?
one more.
Because they can't. I love winning. Let's go.
It was a phenomenal night, an absolutely phenomenal night. And I want to talk about Dave Roberts coming up next, because while I have not given him a ton of the blame, I also haven't given him a ton of the credit. And he deserves a ton of credit. That's coming up next. A World Championship Thursday here on 710. Give us a call, 877-710-ESPN. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
Hey, it's DeMarco. I just can't hold it. I'm so happy. Way to go, Dodgers. Hey, play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino, Southern California's premier resort casino experience. Why get yourself stuck in traffic when you don't have to be? There's parades in town, and you can go to Pechanga right now. They give all the guests the amenities they expect of a world-class resort. Exceptional entertainment, dining, spa, golf, and let's not forget round-the-clock gaming excitement. The casino floor is huge. There's 1,100 hotel rooms and suites. 1,100. A lot of people, parties, weddings, bachelor parties, everything. Do it all there. The spa, the golf course, 20 bars, restaurants. You know, this is a great place to celebrate a World Series win. Makes Pechanga Resort Casino one of the largest resort casinos in the country. Come see why readers of Newsweek, USA Today voted Pechanga Resort Casino the best casino outside of Las Vegas. So whether your idea of entertainment is kicking it poolside, putting the great blood on blackjack, Pechanga Resort Casino is waiting for you right now. Visit Pechanga.com or call this number, 888-PECHANGA, to book a reservation. I may see you there. Yeah, this is going to be fun. Also, follow them on Instagram at Pechanga Casino for up-to-the-minute news and info, and I'll see you at the parade.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
But no matter what kind of office you have, one thing's for certain. If you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology finds the most qualified candidates for your roles fast, and you can invite your top choices to apply. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. So, for any kind of office,
I'm really going places in my office.
My office has everything you could ever want.
count on ZipRecruiter to find the right candidates for it. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Hey, LA, let's talk trash. Food waste, that is. Tossing your food scraps in the regular trash sends them to landfills where they release harmful gases like methane. Fight global warming by simply sorting your food scraps and placing them in your green bin. It's quick, it's easy, it helps protect our planet. Ready to do your part? Visit cleanla.com or call 888-CLEAN-LA for more tips. This message funded by Cal Recycle.
Hey guys, it's Cappy. You've heard me talk about my personal situation with my divorce and subsequent custody battle in the past, and I know that you need a team behind you to get the justice you deserve. My friend Mark Reel and his team at Real Fathers Rights are here to help you guys. Visit realfathersrights.com/710. That's REEL. realfathersrights.com/710 or call 323-870-1611. That's 323-870-1611. Real Fathers Rights. The Father's Rights Attorneys.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, you know to check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first, before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe you got us tickets.
Me too. Wait, are we on the wrong side?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
This is going to be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
Attention football fans, the season's heating up, and that means it's time for jaw-dropping plays, spectacular touchdowns, and memories that'll last a lifetime. So if you're looking to grab the best seats for all the excitement, Vivid Seats is your go-to playmaker. With an incredible selection of tickets and a game-changing rewards program, Vivid Seats is your ticket to every thrilling moment. Don't miss out. Experience it live with Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
And the Dodgers are world champions. This is the Travis and DeMarco Show as we celebrate what went down last night and get ready for a parade tomorrow. How about that, sucker? The Travis and DeMarco Show continues on this Dodgers Celebration Thursday on 710 ESPN.
Heck yeah.
On what would have been his 64th birthday.
No. If you have a sombrero, throw it to the sky.
That is how you know the universe is weird. That is how you know the universe is paying attention.
Wow.
And that's how you know the baseball gods are real. That one of the great Dodgers of all time who passed way, way, way too soon. The Dodgers win the World Series in New York, where he won his World Series in 1981.
You just got me the feels. Yeah.
It was fantastic.
I just got the chills, my man. Yes, sir.
R.I.P. Fernando Valenzuela, and way to go Dodgers for taking care of what they did last night.
Thank you, Freddie Freeman.
Thank you,
Freddie Freeman.
Thank you to a lot of guys. Let's start right here, DeMarco.
Yeah.
I have, for a number of years, been reluctant to criticize Dave Roberts because I don't think he had a ton of agency when it came to making a lot of these decisions in the postseason. I think that at best it was a collaboration between the let's call it the executive council and Dave Roberts, but I think that the scale was tipped far more in the this is what we're going to do. And so when it didn't work, I wasn't the one, pointing the finger at him. And when it started to work, I wasn't the one saying good job. It's like the plan this time is coming together. Last night was Dave Roberts. It was a Dave Roberts masterpiece.
Yeah.
An absolute masterpiece of how to think in real time, make decisions in real time, make hard calls in real time, to go against the thing that the number is telling you to do in real time, and to just say, you know what, blanket, we're doing this, and trusting your guys to go out and do what you think they can do, and not saying, well, this guy hits this against that guy. Dave, you nailed it. You every time there was a decision to make, I think he got it right. I think he took Flaherty out exactly when he had to. He left Vezina in a really tricky spot where it didn't look like he was very sharp, and he got out of it. He went to Trinan in the 6th inning, and you're thinking, okay, I get why you need him here, but who's going to pitch the end of the game? He gets Trinan for 2 1/3 innings. That guy is a 4-out guy tops. He got 7 outs, and then he went to the guy that's going to have to pitch Game 7 in the 9th inning because you have nobody left, and it was perfect.
Oh, he looked like what was that? Oh God, I can't remember. The OK Corral guy,
Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp at the end, like he had just won a shootout. Walker Buehler
Yeah.
at the end of that. That is iconic. I want that shot. I want that on a T-shirt. I want that on a freaking poster. I really do. Like, come on, boys. We just won the World Series. Awesome. But I thought it was this, right? Baseball switched over to Moneyball Win.
20 years ago?
20 years ago. And it seems
Maybe
like
more?
there was a healthy mix of both playalytics, old school managing, and analytics. And then it seemed like analytics had taken over and dominated. I think this was kind of a regression to the mean. You're going to need both.
Clearly.
Numbers do work. Numbers can get you so far.
Numbers get you into the tournament.
Yes, but to get over the hump, to finish things, you're going to need the human element.
Damn right.
You're going to need a guy that's going to trust his gut.
And they finally did it, and it worked.
And look you right in the eye and say, you're my guy. That's more than just some computer spitting out numbers.
So after the game, Dave Roberts was on the set with the Fox guys, and Alex Rodriguez, basically, DeMarco, what you just said, asked him, when you went out to the mound to talk to Blake Trinan, what happened?
My question to you is, one of my favorite moments is a little old school. You went to the mound, you looked at Trinan right in the eyes, and you said, tell me what you got. Tell me about that conversation and what a great move that was for you.
Yeah, you know what? That's what I did, Alex. You know, he's our guy. I extended him. This is kind of, we had to lay it all out on the line tonight. We had no one left, outside of a starting pitcher. So for me, right there in that moment, I wanted to get his pulse. Things are speeding up a little bit. I wanted to slow the game down. As you said, I wanted to look into his eyes. I wanted to hear him tell me that he's got enough to get Stanton and Rizzo.
What did you
right
ask
there.
him?
I just said, how you feeling? You got enough? And he said, I want this guy. And so gets a pop-up, finishes the inning with the big punch, and the rest is history.
Unbelievable, baby.
Brother.
Unbelievable, baby is
yeah.
right. I mean, it was what you saw managers do a million years ago.
Yeah.
Go out there, and it's a
And he
little.
trusted him.
It's
Yeah.
a little corny, but it's 100% awesome. Hey,
Yeah.
what do you got? I want this guy. Great, let's go get it.
And he
Tapped him
trusted
in the
him.
chest.
And,
too.
and I believe in you.
Yeah.
You've got this. I know we're in a part of the game where you typically are not here. We're way past the point where I could
Good job,
reasonably
Dave.
ask you to do it, and it worked.
That could go both ways.
Of course it could.
Like, I'll give you the look, take me out, and I'll kill you. And
Yeah.
you don't trust me, and you take me out.
Yeah.
And then something bad happens. That's when it goes bad. So good for Dave on checking on his guy, and great on Dave for trusting his guy, and great on Trinan for returning the favor.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Delivering.
Absolutely.
He delivered because the numbers will tell you Blake Trinan is a one-inning guy, and if you got to get him to a fourth or fifth out, maybe you can do it. But this is not we're going to bring him in the 6th. He's going to sit down. He's going to pitch the entire 7th. He's going to sit down again. He's going to go out there and pitch the entire 8th inning.
Yeah.
I'm sure the analytics are screaming, this is not what you've asked him to do. This is out of the ordinary. This is not what he's been trained to do over the last several years.
This
is
going against the computer.
Exactly. And it was, I don't give a damn.
Yeah.
He's throwing Frisbees up there.
Yes.
He's throwing video game pitches. They're not coming close to hit him. We're going again.
Chris was mashing Dave Roberts, the bobblehead. I want to see Dave, mash computers. That's what I want to see, just Dave beat up computers. Yeah, take that.
It was a great job by him. And, just kind of talking about everybody that put this team in a position to succeed. Dave got him across the finish line with some unbelievable decision-making. So a ton of credit to him.
Hell of a career.
Let's give a little credit to the guy that cuts the checks, right? That Mark Walter and his group basically went out there. You know what they said?
Yes.
Go get Ohtani. I don't care what it costs. Don't come home without him. Oh, and by the way, while you're over there, get that Yamamoto guy too.
Yeah.
Get them both. Yeah, that's going to cost $1 billion.
No doubt.
Did I
That's
stutter?
okay.
Go
Yes.
get them. I would like to have them on my team.
Now, that's enviable.
Because
not every team has
not
that.
everybody can do that,
Yeah.
but there are teams that probably could get closer than they choose to go. They went all the way,
Or some
plus
teams
a
have
little
tried
extra.
and failed.
Yep.
They've wasted their money. But
Give
I mean,
Andrew
that's
Friedman
gutsy.
for
Yeah.
knowing which guys to go. Everybody knows that you go get Ohtani. Everybody knows that you go get Yamamoto.
Yeah.
Did everybody know that Tommy Edman was going to be the difference between winning a series and
My
not?
wife's new favorite player, by the way.
Tommy Edman.
You know why? He's half Korean.
Yeah, half Korean.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, he's
That's
terrific.
what she said.
Did everybody know that you could bring Michael Kopech in, who was walking? I think he had the highest walk rate in the American League. Hey, get him over here. We can fix that. Everybody,
And you did.
And you did.
Yeah.
And you look around the rest of this team. Teoscar Hernandez was available to anybody that wanted to sign him this
The
offseason.
beard.
Teoscar Hernandez did not get $70 million a year. By Major League Baseball standards, he is a relatively cheap-ish player at 20-something million a year.
I think
It's
he's
not
my favorite.
nothing.
I think he's my favorite player.
That's a
I
good
think he's my
choice, by the
favorite
way.
Player. Yeah.
So all of the guys that make the guy that's got the wallet said, go spend whatever it takes. The guy that was the guy picking the players picked the right guys. And the guys whose job it is to get those guys across the finish line,
Dave?
he did his job too.
Yes,
all
sir.
3 levels of that were A triple plus. And it felt like in a bunch of times that it wasn't going to be like that, but here we are. Let's try a quick phone call here. Let's go to Joe in Alhambra. Joe, you're on with Trav and DeMarco. Congratulations to you, me, and everyone else, Joe.
Good morning, gentlemen. A beautiful championship day today.
Indeed.
Yes, thank you. That's it?
Hello?
Hello,
Yeah,
Joe.
we're here.
No.
We got you.
No, my apologies, guys. No, I'm just looking
Wake
forward
up,
to tomorrow. I'm taking a holiday tomorrow to go to the parade.
There you go. Heck yeah, make it a weekend. There you go.
And DeMarco, thank you for the Rams. You guys are next. Hopefully we'll see you down the parade.
Dang right. Yes, 2 parades. Absolutely. I like this guy. Absolutely.
You guys have a great day, and thank you for your show. I enjoy you guys a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you,
Guaranteed.
Joe.
Going to be a great day.
Appreciate
Yes.
it, Joe. Yeah, I mean,
nothing brings us down.
What?
No.
I mean, this has been a long time coming. This has been since 1988 that you've had a World Series title in a 162-game season.
I didn't know Verdugo was the guy that popped off about the other World Series win.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that was him.
Yeah, whatever.
Wasn't that him last night?
Oh, yeah, last out? Yeah.
There's a whole lot of apropos going on, right? Yeah, a whole lot of comeuppance.
Are you a believer?
This is the year of comeuppance. Yeah,
Are you a
big-time believer, yes.
In the gods?
Yes.
Because you know what the gods hate?
What, crap talking?
Sloppiness.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
They hate sloppiness.
I feel bad for Judge. I do. Look, I hate New York right now, but I feel bad for him because he's taking heat.
I don't. He's making $1 billion.
But he's taking a beating. They're blaming this all on him.
Yeah, I
feel bad for him.
I'm really glad he dropped that ball.
Yeah.
But I also understand what you're saying.
Yeah. How many home runs did he hit for the Yankees this year?
59, I think.
And now he's the GOAT. Now he's like the other GOAT, the
Yeah.
worst GOAT, the worst
and it
guy
felt
on the planet
like it had
GOAT.
started to turn, right? He hits
Yeah.
the home run. He makes the great catch up against the wall in
Yeah.
center field, and you're like, oh, my God, he's back. Oh,
See?
the scariest guy
Scary,
on the
right?
team
Yeah.
is now back. And then we'll talk about what happened after that. But DeMarco, Far Side coming up next. Far Side, championship Far Side?
I think I can remember some of that parade.
Access that
Yes.
part of the memory banks if you can. Tell us what it's like to be on that plane. That's coming up next. It's Trav and DeMarco. Congratulations to the Dodgers, World Series champions yet again. 710 ESPN. All right, Prize Picks. Do you have it on your phone? Wait, Prize Picks. Can you over on World Series titles? Can we do that yet? Right? More than World Series titles for the Dodgers. That's Prize Picks, right? You pick more, you pick less. It really is that easy. You open it up and you say, okay, how many yards is Patrick Mahomes going to throw for? 267.5. Do you like more or less? Saquon Barkley, more or less than 67.5 rushing yards? That's what it is. It's as easy as all that, and you can turn 100 times or you should say you can turn your money from what you have to 100 times more with as little as 4 correct picks. But you can't do it if you don't play. So put the Prize Picks app on your phone. Download the app, put it on your phone, and use the code 710 to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. You don't even need to win that $5 bet to make sure that you get your $50 instantly in bonus bets, but you don't get it without the code 710. Prize Picks. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy.
And the Dodgers are World Series champions.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
ESPN LA and Beverly Hills Ortho are teaming up because we want to know who's smiling in SoCal. Go to ESPNLA.com and nominate who you think is making LA a better place. Could be a mentor, a teacher, a coach, a good Samaritan, or you could nominate yourself. You could win prizes like sweet tickets, Sonic Care electric toothbrushes, whitening treatment, or the grand prize, Invisalign. Enter now at ESPNLA.com, and remember, you're always smiling at Beverly Hills Ortho.
All your favorite game day foods go great with Stella Rosa wines, a semi-sweet and semi-sparkling wine that must be served chilled. Stella Rosa can be found at your local retailer, so remember to grab a couple bottles next time you shop. Nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. Please celebrate responsibly.
Score a win with Amazon Pickup, the MVP of package pickup options. Amazon Pickup is a convenient and secure way to collect your Amazon packages from locations that are near you. Choose an Amazon locker or counter. Whether you're hustling between home, work, or your usual game day spots, grab your packages on your schedule. Amazon Pickup is the worry-free option for the times when home delivery isn't ideal. To find your nearest Amazon Pickup location, go to amazon.com/pickupmvp. That's amazon.com/pickupmvp.
It's SUV month at Kia of Carson, and you can get sweet deals on the last of the 24 Tellurides and win a sweet night experience for you and 3 guests for just a test drive. Compliments of Kia of Carson and ESPN LA. We have great deals on our hybrids and plug-ins, as well as our all-electric models. So whether you decide to go with the Nero hybrid with an EPA estimated 53 mpg in the city or a rugged Telluride, we have the car and the deal for you all month at Kia of Carson. Visit KiaofCarson.com, or better yet, come test drive a new Kia for a chance to win a sweet experience.
Hey guys, it's Cap, and if you're looking to sell your home, call Seller's Advantage. They'll make you a great cash offer with no need for repairs. They buy it as is. With Seller's Advantage, there are no agents. They can close within days, and they buy with cash. They'll even offer a $10,000 advance to help with moving costs and other expenses. Check out their reviews online and call for a no-obligation offer at 888-390-AS-IS, 888-390-2747, and visit sellersadvantage.com.
Don't worry, sell happy with Seller's Advantage.
This is an announcement to all United States vehicle owners who own a 2003 or newer vehicle with a manufacturer's warranty about to expire, or no warranty coverage at all. With a struggling economy and the cost of living on the rise, Endurance is now offering an affordable, low-cost vehicle coverage plan to the general public. As of today, you could be one of millions of drivers that now may qualify to have your vehicle protected under this coverage and have all future covered auto repairs paid directly to the repair shop for you. You pick your plan. You pick your deductible. You even pick the repair shop. Roadside service, towing, and rental coverage is included. Get your vehicle protected now and save your wallet from costly vehicle repairs. A toll-free number has been established for you to call for your free 5-minute quote and to see if you qualify. The number to call is 800-298-9532. 800-298-9532. Again, that's 800-298-9532. Coverage, deductibles, and claims may vary. For details, go to EnduranceWarranty.com.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show, now mornings 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
You unlock this door with a key of imagination. Beyond it is another dimension. A dimension of sound, a dimension of sight, a dimension of mind. You're moving into the land of shadow and substance, of things and ideas. You've crossed over into the far side.
I'm in the far side.
You're in the far
Let's
side.
Go.
It is the middle ground between light and shadow.
Do you know what helped?
4 or 5 hour ride.
I jumped in the ocean. It helped.
Between science and superstition.
I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel quick. I gotta feel fast. I want to feel naked out there.
And it lies between the pit of man's fears and the summit of his knowledge. The far side.
I'm looking at the picture of our old parade. I remember this. It was so cold, but so fun. I didn't feel a darn thing. Like I said, I was 3 feet thick. But it was funny. So we won. I told you the story about Vince Vaughn.
Yeah.
He crashed our party, and he was
with your mom.
chatting up my mom. I
Yeah.
forgot. There was another part. My best friends, Jamal and PA, almost beat up Sal Palantonio right in front of the hotel.
Okay.
Because he got in the middle of their shot. And they're just rowdy as all hell. You know what I'm saying? So, funny. So, we had the party. On the way out, everybody's hammered. They gave us instructions. Okay, be down in the lobby by 4:30.
In the morning.
In the morning, because we have to take the flight back. We're
Okay.
like, why do we have to leave so early? Oh, no worry.
We're not going to bed.
No one's going to bed.
Right.
So we have to pack up, make sure you take showers and all that type of stuff, and put all your stuff down. We get on the plane, and this is when we had Kurt Warner with the champagne.
Okay.
So everybody's drinking, the flight attendants, everybody, we're all having a good time. We're begging Kurt to take a sip of champagne.
This
and he
is on
won't
the
do
plane.
It. And he won't do it.
Okay.
So this almost turns into Revenge of the Nerds time. We're going to grab you and dump it on your face if you don't drink this. So he takes the baby sip. He's dead. We're all like, hey! So we land, and we're thinking on the way over, and I'm sure the Dodgers were too. I saw the picture that Emily sent with Freddie Freeman sleeping with the trophy.
Yeah.
Because it is about the guys, the
course it
journey,
is.
and everything.
Of course
and
it
it's
is.
the crescendo of your entire season that year. Everything you talked about, here it is. You are champions of the world. And I said this before. When I'm standing out there in Atlanta and I'm shaking hands with the Tennessee Titans, I literally felt like the earth was round. Like I could feel it under my feet. Like everyone else is below, we're on top. We have won the whole damn thing.
That's great.
So much fun. So we're flying home, and it's still the guys. And you're talking, you see the guys. I remember when you wanted to quit. I remember when you refused to go, all this type of stuff. And it's just about you until the freaking door opens on the airplane. And there's millions of people out there. And it's like, it's not just about us. It's about you.
This is February in Missouri.
Cold
it's freezing.
as hell. Cold
Yeah.
as hell, but nobody cared.
Right.
I mean, really, I hate the cold, but I don't remember anything about the cold.
Yeah.
You know, that's how hammered, that's how happy, that's how Festivus or whatever it was. It was great. So we go from the plane, and there's people everywhere. Like, it seemed like the entire state had showed up. So we bus back to the facility, and it's not, I don't want to say poorly planned, but it's one of those things you can't really plan for because it's a Super Bowl, right? It's a parade.
Right.
So the bus stops right in front of the facility, been there a million times. And they get on the PA and say, okay, we need you guys back here. And our families are with us.
Yeah.
Kids, everybody. We need you guys back here in an hour. Right?
What are you supposed to go do for an hour?
Well, we're like, for what? And they go, the parade. And we're like, oh, what? It gets better. Like, wow, we have a parade. We just won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Partying again. So we need you guys back here in 1 hour for the parade. So everyone thought, long pause, they were thinking just what you were thinking. What are we going to do for an hour? And during this long 5-second pregnant pause, in the back of the bus, someone cracked a beer. Crack.
Yep, there you go.
Hey!
There
So we
you go.
made the bus the party.
Yeah.
We go from the bus to the other buses, and they look nice. They're all painted up in Rams, and they're the double-decker buses with the tourist buses.
Yeah.
So we get on top of those, and we cruise all the way up, going straight to the arch. All our fans are out there. We're taking our clothes off. We are, it's just, you're seeing a mass of people, but you're also seeing individual people that the fans that came to training camp, the guys that made the trip all the way out to Illinois in the heat to watch you practice, the people that gave you cookies, that say, I love you. You can see all these people, plus a million others.
Yeah.
And you keep reminding yourself, we are world freaking champions. We are the best team on the planet. And then we get to the stage, and there's more alcohol.
Noah Lyles probably wouldn't say world champion, but okay.
Oh, forget him. Yeah, I love that dude. I do. He's a crap disturber. But it was so much fun. But so every time there is a champion crown, no matter what the sport, I automatically go back to this day. I really do. And someone said it before me, before we became champions. This is the one thing they can't take away.
Sure.
And it's been like 30 years?
Yeah,
Close
about. Getting there.
No, it's 25.
25.
This is the 25 year. A lot of things have come and gone since then, but the one thing you cannot say is we didn't win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
We didn't become champions.
Yeah.
No matter what happens to this group of Dodgers, no matter what happens from here, you are world champions forever. And I love it, love it, love it.
The World Championship lasts forever, obviously, and I love how you said that. How long does that feeling of the Earth being round, how long does that last?
Right up until training camp of the next year.
Really? Really? Is that what it is? Is that like
is that
when the alarm goes off? Like,
See,
damn, here we go again.
It gets scarier when you are champion. Like, it's so much fun.
Yeah.
And I told Aaron Donald this, and I told Andrew Whitworth this. He asked me, what is it like to win a Super Bowl? I said, it's going to feel like you walked right off the parade float right in the training camp.
Oh,
and I'll be
okay.
damned if it didn't happen.
I bet.
That's what it feels like.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So so much in that tomorrow. And the story you just told us, I love it so much because you got to experience something that so few people get to experience. What it was like that Dodger plane that flew from New York to Los Angeles that landed, I don't know, an hour and a half or so ago. You were on that plane. Maybe not that plane, but it's the same, right? It's the same. And what you described and what I'm feeling, and I'm assuming a lot of people that are listening are feeling, it's not quite jealousy because that feels negative, but just that you guys get to feel it on every level. We get to feel it as fans. We have the emotional investment in rooting for this team, a financial investment, and spending some money and this sort of stuff, but we don't physically invest. You know, like the Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani is injured. He's in pain.
Yeah.
Mookie Betts broke his wrist, and all of these guys, like you're talking about, this guy got sent down. This guy got cut. This guy got traded to us. Like, there's only so many of those guys that have invested physically and emotionally and gone through. Like, we yell, "Why did this guy come out?" They're living it. They're living it for the better or for the worse. They are living every single second, and it's their life. We're fans. You are a player. You got to feel that, to hold that trophy on the plane, to know we all emotionally have gone on the ride, but we haven't physically gone on it.
But
and
dude,
it's a different ride for you.
You hold that trophy up to your city, and you hear that wave of emotion coming back.
Yeah.
You do connect, and you connect forever.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
I may not know your name. I may not know who you are. But when you tell me, and I get these all the time, I get pictures from the parade. Pictures I have never seen.
Sure.
With guys and people that aren't here anymore.
Sure.
They're on that truck with me. I'm like, oh, my God, and you're there, and you take me back to that spot. So, yes, we sweat blood, and you can cheer, and you can choose to walk away. But at the end of this, we are all connected, and we're doing it together.
Everybody's got a piece of it.
Yes.
Fans have a piece of it for sure. And I'm really not minimizing that at all, but you guys have a different experience. Your experience is so much more multifaceted than the fan experience. And if this is what it feels like to win it as a fan, what does it feel like to win it as a player? I mean, like, come on. What does it feel like to be freaking Freddie Freeman this morning?
You sacrifice so much of your
everything.
life.
What does that feel like? And this is a guy who lost his mom at a very young age, who had a child with a very serious illness at some point, and to have those moments over the last week, to get to experience that with his dad and his family and his son. I mean, my God.
I know. It's a
what
lot.
does that feel like?
It's a lot. And like I said, things will change because some of these videos that I'm watching have to be edited because, like, a lot of us are divorced.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, but it's so cool. It's really cool. But when people said, there was a person last night that said the Dodgers, she doesn't know baseball at all. Dodgers are trying to lose this one so they can win it back in the L.A. And I'm like, that's not how these things work.
Oh,
no. But I did say
there would have been a lightning bolt from the sky that would have struck someone dead had you thought that for a second.
But I did say that flight home, when it's just you
100%.
and the team, means everything. It's just you guys in this flying club.
It's a family.
This flying exclusive club, and you will never be together again.
Yep, and you can't buy it. You got to earn it.
That's it.
You got to earn it. Let's talk more about Freddie. Let's come back and talk about the journey that he had, the accomplishments that he had, and the hits that he had. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco on a World Series Championship Thursday. Let's go. 710 ESPN.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
This October, Valvoline Instant Oil Change invites you to drive through with a purpose and support the American Cancer Society Road to Recovery program. From October 18th to the 20th, join us for the Drive Through with a Purpose donation weekend. Visit participating locations and make a donation to help provide free rides to treatment for cancer patients. The best part, your donation will save you up to 35% on your oil change. Visit ValvolineFightsCancer.com for details. Let's come together and support the fight against cancer.
Hey, it's Sedano. LA is the home of champions, so celebrate like a champion with Tequila Mandala, award-winning artisanal small batch premium sipping tequila. Our friends at Tequila Mandala turning tequila fans into Tequila Mandala fanatics. Made from the finest mature agaves to bring you the perfect sipping tequila, from their Blanco to their flawless year extra añejo. Up your game with Tequila Mandala and experience the best award-winning premium tequila. Available everywhere fine tequilas are sold. Visit tequilamandala.com for more details.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. Here we go. Thursday, October 31st, 2024. Happy Halloween and happy World Series Champions Day. The Dodgers beat the Yankees last night in the Bronx, clinched the series 4-1, and are World Series champions. Hit the sound.
Start the party, Los Angeles! Your Dodgers have won the World Series!
Joe Davis, Fox TV on the call. We celebrate all day long. This just feels better than 2020, doesn't it? Let's get to it on this Celebration Thursday.
Like another perfect day.
The Travis and DeMarco Show, Dodgers are World Champions edition, right now.
Hits the ball to right field. She is gone! Gibby, meet Freddie. Game 1 of the World Series.
I'm never, ever going to get tired of hearing that. And the call from Joe Davis is perfect. The moment was perfect. And by the way, we said it as it was happening. The thing that needed to happen for that to go down in history as a Kirk Gibson competitor, you got to close the show. Yeah. And my God, did they close the show.
Heck yeah.
Like, what an unbelievable way to cap it off. Just like the 88 5 games, right, on the other team's field. You did it in their backyard, in Oakland in 88, in New York this year. And Freddie Freeman, we heard the home run right there. He homered in the first 4 games of the series. And he got the big hit last night, DeMarco. And this is a guy, and
wow,
Freddie Freeman is a first ballot Hall of Famer if he never comes to the Dodgers. He is an MVP. He's a World Series champion, and this is before he stepped foot in LA.
Yeah,
he is one of the greats of his era, one of the most consistent performers of his era. This takes him to a whole nother place. He just won the MVP in the World Series, became like the 12th guy to win the regular MVP, the World Series MVP. All the other guys are in the Hall of Fame. And I know I mentioned it briefly a second ago. The journey that he took this season to get to where we saw him last night. I don't know if you got a chance to see it. They did it a couple of times, the interview with his dad before.
Yeah.
Just such an emotional roller coaster for him. He never wanted to leave Atlanta. He was, go back a few years ago when he left, he kept, I wish I had a better way to describe this. He kept talking about his ex-girlfriend. Like, oh, in Atlanta this, Atlanta that. It's like, dude, you're here. And Clayton Kershaw, give him the credit for it, basically said, we got it going on pretty good here, too.
Did you see him walking around with no shirt on?
Dude, dad bod. I love that guy.
I'm not an athlete. I'm a pitcher.
He's a pitcher. Damn right. And so he kind of snapped out of it at that point. He's like, all right. And now what he went through this year to where he got hurt. His son had an incredibly scary, medical condition for a period of time. Thankfully, he is doing much better. He's expected to be fully recovered. And then he has that moment, DeMarco. He is forever, and he did a thing that I didn't think was possible. I thought if you would have said to me, fast forward 20 years into the future, Freddie Freeman, Atlanta Braves first baseman, he was awesome. Fast forward 20, Dodger first baseman, won the MVP, hit the home run. Like he had a Hall of Fame career over there, and this is the first thing you're going to think. Like, that's how extraordinary what he did over the last week or so was. Just
special.
Amazing.
Whatever the next tech format will be down the road, like it went from black and white to where we are now.
Yeah.
Whatever it is 50 years from now, if we're not all cosmic dust by then, they're going to be talking about him. And I thought you were going to say this. He did something I didn't think was possible. He beat New York so bad that they started to like him.
They said, please.
Well, they were doing the thing that is good news. They're booing you when you come up to bat.
They went beyond boo.
You know who wasn't getting booed?
Who?
Gavin Lux.
Yeah, true.
Thank
Right.
God. Gavin Lux is up. Hurry up and strike him out so we can move on to the next guy.
Old Luxy had a. But
Yeah.
I mean, just what a run by Freddie Freeman, and going back to his high ankle sprains. And I keep saying it is impossible to do anything physical with a high ankle sprain. He made me a liar. I mean, coming back from that, showing that sort of mental toughness and intestinal fortitude to do that. That, to me, dare I say, was more important than what Show did in the regular season?
That's a great question.
You know what I'm saying?
It's as important. I'm going to put it as it's as important and maybe slightly ahead.
As a former teammate of guys that have done things that inspired me, come back from pain or fight through pain, seeing that would mean more to me. Like, I know what you're going through, and you're going out and still performing and kicking butt. That would mean more to me than any sort of stat line anybody can produce.
Yeah, look, there's the regular season, which is important and awesome, and you develop your career in the regular season, but you make your legend in October. You make your legend in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl, in the World Series, in the NBA Finals. Like, yeah, that's cool. You average 29 points a game. We're the MVP of the like that. That's just a different. It's a different level.
Dare I say this? If you don't have Freddie, and I became a Freddie fan like forever. If you don't have him going through that, I don't think you get Show in the World Series after he hurts his shoulder. I don't think you get the guy that's dragging his shoulder.
Interesting.
That's what I mean.
They're feeding off of each other.
If he's doing it, I'm doing it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no excuse.
Yeah.
I can't come out. That's the stuff I get.
The part that was just so crazy. This is all great now because we know how it ends. Freddie was not good in the NLCS. Like he really wasn't. They won 3 games that he didn't play because he was just so ineffective in the batter's box that he wasn't getting hits, and even when he would hit the ball, he wasn't hitting it hard. You could tell he just had
wasn't
no ability
right.
to drive the ball because he wasn't physically right.
Yeah.
And then they win the pennant. And he shows up in the World Series, and he triples in his first. You're like, wait, what the blank is going on here? Like he couldn't run 2 days ago, and now he's doing leg triples into the corner. Like, huh? And then, of course, we know everything that happens after that. But I think you're spot on that you set the tone. And baseball, you have bumps and bruises. You do get hurt. You play with little things along the way. But this isn't football where, like, Jack Youngblood plays on a broken leg, right? This is baseball where little teeny
Not
tiny
even football should you do that.
Right. But he was clearly badly hurt. Shohei Ohtani was clearly badly hurt, and he showed up too. And Shohei didn't play particularly well in the World Series, but he was out there. His presence was impactful, and you can't give enough credit to Freeman for kind of setting that tone.
No, and going beyond that, I mean, that's a guy being tough. That's your teammate being tough. You always do it for each other. But it circles back around to Dave Roberts, and knowing your players and knowing how to talk to your players and knowing what your players need. Remember, I mean, we had talks about what Dave should be doing and how he should be managing and all this type of stuff. But he knows his guys better than we do. And that's the stuff that you can't write about. There's not a stat for it. I mean, it is what it is. The only way to prove that he's right is to do what he did last night.
Yeah.
Is to win the whole damn thing.
There's no anything other than, hey, Dave Roberts, awesome job.
Yes. Tap, ring.
That's it. Awesome. There's no, nope. Not last night. Not last night because you had to pull not 1, 2, 10, 20, 30 different decisions in that game. And it felt like all of them he made right.
What do you think was better, last night, his decisions, or the night before?
Last night. Because
Close, right?
No.
Because the night before, you saved it up for the night after.
I don't think it's in the same universe.
Okay.
I think it's heavily tilted towards last night. Because the night before was, this is what we're doing.
Right.
Kasparis, you're pitching
Which is a pretty gutsy decision.
It's reading an instruction manual.
Well, most people are like, go for the win. Why don't you try to sweep, finish it
But
off?
that's why I don't give it. This was a step 1, step 2, step 3. Just follow the instructions. Last night was, hey, you got to build a new bookcase, and you don't have any instructions. You got to figure this out on your own entirely.
Right.
Flaherty goes out there, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, he was terrible. And he was terrible early. It's like, now what? Now what do you?
Yeah.
The move wasn't, hey, he doesn't get out of the second inning. It's now what do you do? Now it's just, I got to chase like crazy. I'm going to have to make decisions that I was never even considering. And, oh, by the way, my best player has one arm. Oh, by the way, Aaron Judge just popped one. Oh, by the way, Stanton just popped one.
I'm just glad he didn't shoot the wad the night before.
No, but that was, again, it was the right decision, clearly, because they had their guys. But that was a decision made beforehand, and they just followed the instructions. Last night, there were no instructions for last night. This was you're burning your Game 7 guy in Game 5. Who, by the way, hadn't pitched out of the bullpen, I would imagine, in quite some time. And they nailed it. It was just,
he killed it.
It was fantastic. Let's try another call here. Let's go to Long Beach and Chris. Chris, you're on with Trav and DeMarco. What's up, Chris?
Sweet T and Big D. What a day to be an Angelino. What a day to be an Angelino. Check it out. I love my family, but I did not cry when my kids were born. I did not cry when I married my wife. I love them more than anything. I cried my eyes out when Freddie Freeman hit that grand slam.
Bro.
And I watched it from a different angle, and I cried again. And I watched a different angle, and I cried again.
I'm glad his phone is breaking up.
Chris,
you can't
we
say
lost
that.
you there. Your phone was freaking out.
That didn't happen. He can't say that. You didn't cry at your wedding. You didn't cry when your kids were born, but you cried when the Dodgers win. Come on, bro. What are we doing here?
I didn't cry at my wedding. I cried when my kids were born. It's just one of those. That's the weirdest thing in the world. There's 2 people in the room, and now there's 3. Wait, what happened?
Yes.
That's just one of those. Oh, by the way, you're entirely responsible for that.
But even if you didn't lie, don't do that.
Yeah.
You say I cried 3 times.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was extraordinary. Let's try another one. Let's go to Chino and David. David, you're on with Trav and DeMarco. What's up?
Hey, to quote a wise man, and I posted this on social media, but to quote a wise man, today was a good day from our man. I can't believe, and I'm inviting all Angel fans, come on over, because to have ownership invest in the game, in the fans, and the players, it just shows. I mean, congratulations to Ohtani coming over to the pedigree of a team that the Dodgers represent. But, playing Little League, this is a matchup of 2 teams that you just dream about, and even seeing a game in Yankee Stadium, and not that trash bag of a fan that was beating up on Mookie Betts represents Yankee fans, because I sat next to an old lady that was spilling her beer on me and yelling at her grandkids to straighten up and watch the game to get off their phone. So there are good fans out there, but this is just tremendous. So congrats to the Dodgers and everybody else.
Way to go, Grandma. Straighten up,
David.
watch the dang game.
It was, like he said, and like Freddie said, and I'm sure countless Dodger fans, DeMarco, across L.A. and wherever else Dodger fans are, that what you saw over the last week or so was literally 5-year-old backyard nonsense. Which was, hey, it's the
Dodgers,
it's the bottom of the ninth.
Yeah.
Bases are loaded. I'm coming up. We're playing the Yankees. And you hit a wiffle ball into the bushes. Grand slam. It happened.
Oh, yeah.
And
then every kid pitcher is going to be Walker Buehler now.
It was just one of those magical runs, and to finish it in Yankee Stadium, to get to see it, to get to experience it, to get to kind of live and die with it. Look,
soak it all in. I got one question for the crew. All these Dodger fans. Why do you guys keep bringing up the freaking Angels? Leave them alone. Leave them alone. Jeez. What do they have to do with this?
We know what Trav does.
I'm just saying. What? Why you giving me that Cheshire grin look? What is Cheshire cat grin?
I'm just glad that Shohei Ohtani finally got what he deserves.
Leave them alone, man.
Mike Trout.
This has nothing to do with
could have
them.
left this many times, and he chose to sit there with them.
It's like when we tell our kids, one day you'll understand.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, look. I don't want to get too far down the road. I want to enjoy what happened last night. I want to enjoy what happened. But the Ohtani thing, did it not just validate this entire did they not just make it, okay, we're good in 1 year?
Yes.
They had a 50-50 season. He's going to win the MVP. It'll probably be unanimously. They just won the World Series and beat the Yankees. And they're probably sold 8 zillion Dodger hats in Japan. I mean, that we're good, right? Like,
yes.
I know that for him individually, you want to win more and all those things, but from the Dodgers' perspective, it's like, yeah, what else do you want us to do with this?
When they make the movie about this season, Angel fans, don't go see it. Just don't go see it.
Well,
skip it.
He's been waiting for a while to play in a game that mattered, and he did, and he showed up, and he had a bad World Series. I'm not sugarcoating
right to
that.
the World Series,
but he got them to the World Series in large part.
That's
just
ugly.
Just an extraordinary moment last night. Let's talk a little bit about what happened to the Yankees. Let's talk a little bit about that inning where they gave up not 1, 2, 3, 4, but rather 5 unearned runs. And never have I been more certain that the baseball gods exist. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Is your vehicle due for service? Do you want to make sure it's running at its best so you can get to the parade tomorrow to celebrate everything that we're talking about? Then head into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. Because for over 30 years, Valvoline has provided quick and convenient automotive maintenance services for busy people just like you. You don't even have to get out of the car. At Valvoline, you stay in your car, nice and relaxed. You can chill out, stare at your phone, listen to some music, read something, whatever you want to do, while the expert technicians at Valvoline go to work on your car to make sure it is at its best. Oil changes, tire rotations, transmission care, wipers, and a whole lot more. Just pull up, drive in, and drive out, all in about 15 minutes. There are over 80 locations in and around Southern California to get your car ready for the road in no time at all. So visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Hey football fans, there is nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. But Stella Rosa wants to make it even sweeter and hook you up with the chance to win an experience to the biggest game of the college football season. You could win 2 tickets to the game, airfare, and a hotel for you and a friend. Head over to ESPNLADreamTicket.com to enter the Dream Ticket Sweepstakes presented by Stella Rosa, America's favorite semi-sweet, semi-sparkling wine. Please celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
To help you and achieve the maximum compensation you deserve.
Call Joseph at 213-747-2000 or visit normandlegal.com. You have many choices in a legal team, but family always comes first.
Visit normandlegal.com or call 213-747-2000, the law office of Joseph S. Normand.
Hey, it's Mace here. Wait until you experience the NBA at the hottest, most amazing venue in LA. That is Cosm in Inglewood. It's called Immersive Shared Reality. It will look and feel like you are courtside. If you want to be at Cosm for live NBA action, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Use code ESPNLA. Get 20% off any NBA game in November. Do not wait. Tickets go fast. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay. Listen up, sports fans. Gear up for your next game day hang with your friends. What's on the menu? Sliders, wings, chips, and salsa? Well, all your favorite game day foods go great with Stella Rosa wines, a semi-sweet and semi-sparkling wine that must be served chilled. Stella Rosa can be found at your local retailer, so remember to grab a couple bottles next time you shop. Nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. Please celebrate responsibly.
Champions! Coverage of the 2024 World Series on ESPN LA has been driven by your Southern California Hyundai dealers. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. There's joy in every journey. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealer today.
Hey,
Hey, it's Mace. There's a lot on the line in this election, from protecting the Social Security you've earned to supporting family caregivers. And you have the power to make the candidates listen, because voters 50 and over decide elections. That's why AARP California has created an election guide with the most up-to-date information about when, where, and how to vote. Get trusted election information at aarp.org/CA votes. That's aarp.org/CA votes. Paid for by AARP.
Congratulations, Los Angeles! World Series champions! Get to Dick's Sporting Goods for a huge selection of officially licensed Los Angeles Dodgers gear, including hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and more for the whole family. So get to Dick's Sporting Goods now for the best selection of officially licensed apparel and accessories in town. We have everything you need to show off your team pride. Shop in store or online at Dicks.com. Every season starts at Dick's.
Not sure how much you know about Progressive Insurance. You may know us for insuring your home and auto. You may know a couple of our commercials. But what you may not know is that since 2013, Progressive has been honoring veterans with vehicle donations through the annual Keys to Progress Veteran Vehicle Giveaway Program, giving back to those who gave so much. Now, you probably didn't wake up today saying, I really wish I knew more about Progressive Insurance, but this seemed like the type of thing people would mind hearing about. Find out more about how we're dedicated to our customers and communities at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
At the Home Depot, we know you can't control everything, like when your guests arrive too early for Saturday college football. But you can control your grill. With the Traeger Timberline XL, you can watch the game, not the grill. Monitor your football feast from anywhere using the Traeger app. With the Timberline XL, you can bake, smoke, sear, fry, and saute. That's Desmond Howard level versatility.
Huddle up, the food's done.
Defend your game time with Traeger and the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
And yes, welcome to the Travis and DeMarco Show. Now mornings, 9 a.m. to noon on 710 ESPN, your destination for LA sports. Let's get back to the fellas. The Travis and DeMarco Show continues right now.
Only had to hear that once. That's good news. We only had to listen to that one time.
Dodgers second place today. We can't have a do-over.
Okay, does the rest of the world, and I'm assuming it's probably true, hate I Love L.A. as much as I hate that when I see the Yankees on the field?
I kind of like the song, though.
I like, look,
I do.
If you hear it like on the radio or something, it's
Yeah.
fine. But when you see all the Yankee fans swaying back and forth, it's like, get out of here. Give me Randy Newman. There we go.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I also love it that it's like, it's up to you, New York, and then they make a bunch of errors, so
Yeah.
it is up to them.
So,
wow.
Here's, I'm sure there was a little trial and error that went into this, but
Yeah.
this is how you know that Abner Doubleday, when he invented this stupid game, was pretty smart. 3 outs is the perfect amount of outs per inning. Here's why.
Yeah.
You can score, but it's not easy. Right?
Yeah.
You got to do some stuff to score before you make 3 outs.
Yes.
Because it were 4 outs, you're going to score a significant amount of the time.
Okay.
With 5 outs, you're almost guaranteed to score. With 6 outs, the game is stupid. You'd have games that are 30 to 25.
Okay.
The Yankees gave the Dodgers 6 outs in 1 inning last night, and that was the
6
whole
outs
that
in
was
1
the
inning.
whole game. Let's
Yeah.
go through them one by one. Let me set this up just a little bit. Garrett Cole was shoving. He was absolutely dominating. They had 0 hits. 0 hits going in this. They were down 5 runs with 0 hits.
0.
And Cole was cruising, right?
Right.
And he had the thing which, as a pitcher, you're looking for. I don't have to get cute. Here comes my best stuff. The only thing I can't do is walk people.
Yeah.
And the only thing they can't do is make errors.
He was killing.
Okay? He
Yeah.
was on fire. Then this happened.
With a heating up Judge, who settles under this ball, but then drops it. Can Hernandez get to the bag before the throw? He does. On a routine play, Aaron Judge just flubs it in center field, and the Dodgers catch a huge break right there.
He's like that sometimes, Poppy. Yeah.
To a huge break right there to put it mildly, because like you said earlier, DeMarco, this is about as routine of a play as you're going to see. That's a ball, and I swear to God, I'm not throwing shade at Aaron Judge. That's a ball that a high school player catches easily. It's an easy fly ball.
I think I've made that catch this week.
Sure.
Yeah.
Hit right at him. You just come in, you catch it, you throw it back into the infield. The last second, he kind of peeks at Kike to see if he can I'm assuming thinking if maybe I can double him off if he's too far off the bag, and he drops it. And Kike, to his credit, is heads up, and he busts ass to get to second base and makes it ahead of the throw. So now you got two guys on with nobody out. Okay?
Yes.
Errors happen. That's a bad one.
Inexcusable.
But errors happen, and now Garrett Cole has to go back to work. Now it's for the first time all night, he's in a little trouble. He's still got a 5-run lead. He still has a 5-run lead.
Garrett Cole throws, and a ground ball left side. Volpe will go to third in the dirt, and another break for L.A. There's going to be a tough play, but one the Yankees should make. And the bases are loaded. Two defensive mishaps for New York.
So
Love mistakes. Thank you very much. I'll take that.
Davis's description is perfect. It's a tough play, but it's one you should make. He's going into the hole. He fields the ball cleanly, and his only play is to get the lead runner going into third. But again, all the credit in the world to you know what Kike did?
What?
He Machado'd them. He got in. He knew where the throw was coming from. He knew where the fielder was. He knew that Chisholm was going to have to be kind of the left field side of third base to make that play, and he was in the way. So instead of Chisholm having, which for a major leaguer isn't a super tricky play, just a little short hop, pick it out of the dirt.
Right.
There's feet and legs and bodies and everything flying all around.
There's trash there.
Safe. There's trash there.
Yes.
Safe. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Still have a 5-run lead.
Yes.
Okay? The Yankees have now made the Dodgers. They've given them 5 outs now, at least. You still have 3 to go, and you already gave 2 away on the field. So we're at 5.
Okay.
Here comes Gavin Luck's strikeout. Shocking. Okay, he's
Get out there.
He's out. Yes.
Yes.
Say it again.
Get out there.
Sit down.
X gonna give it to you.
Then Ohtani's coming. I get it. Ohtani's not Ohtani at the moment. It's Ohtani. All he has to do is hit a fly ball and a run comes in. Strikes him out. And it's, okay, I've gotten 5 outs so far. Then this.
Ground ball right side. Rizzo. Nobody at first. Incredible. Atrocious defense from the Yankees, leading directly to a Dodger run in the 5th.
If he could have cussed, he would have.
Are you blanking kidding me?
Nope, not at all.
A routine. Now, I get it. It had a little spin, and that's why Rizzo. Usually that's a play where the first baseman's coming forward. They easily pick it up. They walk right over the bag, step on it. And we talked about it during Super Crosstalk. I know exactly what happened. Aaron Boone even kind of said the same thing afterwards. His defense screwed him to put him in this position. He wiggled out. He got a strikeout of Lux. He got a strikeout of Ohtani. He got Mookie Betts, one of the best players in the blanking world. They had a soft little ground ball, and for half a second, he's like, I got out of it. Oh, no. I forgot to cover first base.
Yes.
And by then, it's too late. That fraction of a second, it's too late. And this is where you knew it was the Dodgers. See, what happened after that?
Stuff. That's the little stuff right there.
So one run comes in. It's still 5-1. You've given them now you got to get a 6th out. The baseball gods will not allow you to have 6 outs in an inning and only allow 1 run. It offends everything that they believe in. And so what? Freddie gets a hit. Teo doubles over Judge's head, and it's a damn tie game. Like that.
Poor Gary Cole.
I
really don't care for poor Gary Cole.
Unearned runs, DeMarco.
I'm not giving your money back, though.
5 unearned runs. And that, because here's the thing. Did the Yankees give it to him? Hell yes.
Absolutely.
But what had to happen? After all of that, what had to happen? Freddie had to get a damn hit.
Yep.
Yes.
Teo had to get a damn hit.
Yep.
And they did. And that's the difference between this team and some other teams where they absolutely delivered in that moment where they had, the 2023 team, they don't get that hit. The 2022 team, they don't get that hit.
Yeah.
They strike out. They ground out. They fly out. But they didn't get 1 hit. They got 2 hits. They got all of those dudes in there, tied the game, and we know what happened after that. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
I got drunk. Yes. We all did.
Funny story about this. So I was listening to the broadcast driving. So I was up until like the 4th inning, And I was like, I'm going to get myself some sadness stuff at the grocery store. I'm going to get ice cream, I'm going to get wine because I'm going to be sad because the Dodgers are going to lose. So I go into the grocery store, and I have like notifications for scoring plays in the end of 3rd, 6th, and 9. Okay, so I looked down and I was like, okay, they got what 5, and then I'm in the grocery store and I'm talking to other people who are like, this is happening, and then I'm at the grocery store checkout line and it's like, go Dodgers! And so I should have stayed in that grocery store. I did until the end of the 5th inning, and then I watched the rest from home.
You had to sacrifice your ice cream.
Yes.
If that's what's got to happen, that's what's got to happen.
It melted a little bit.
What kind of ice cream was it?
It was it's called like it's from Ben & Jerry's, but it's the it's like dirt cake or whatever. It's got like cookie crumbles on the top, and then it's like chocolate, vanilla, a little Oreo in there. So it's like
it's perfect.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
It was great.
I mean, who doesn't? We were talking about blizzards and McFlurries yesterday.
Yeah.
That's basically what that was. Is there the football equivalent of we just keep shooting our own foot off? You know they're going to hit, something bad's going to happen next. Like, we loaded the gun for these guys. Now they just got to pull the trigger.
Haven't you been watching the first 4 weeks of Rams football?
No, they're just bad. They weren't. I mean,
that's the equivalent of shooting yourself in the
what's
foot
the equivalent
constantly.
of dropping a routine fly ball in the NFL?
A receiver taking his eyes off the ball, a punt returner taking his eyes off the ball. Like, it's coming down, and you look down to see where you're
Who was
going.
the guy, DeMarco?
Yeah.
You might remember the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
That stuff is inexcusable, and I think it's indicative of what's going on with them. It's hard to say because they're in the World Series, but Judge taking his eyes off the ball to look at someone before he catches it. What's the number one rule when you're teaching little leaguers?
Watch it into the glove.
Watch it into the glove first. Why did he have a brain fart in that moment? I don't know. Why did Garrett Cole, besides what you said, why did he have a brain fart in that moment? Either something wasn't communicated, something's keeping them from focusing in the moment.
He relaxed.
But whatever it is they did not have, the Dodgers have. And that's what I said. I'm not giving your money back. Do you play poker?
Sure.
Okay, so if you make a mistake and I take your money and you go, man, I made a mistake.
But I have to.
Yes, you did, but I'm not giving it back to you.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
But I have to play the rest of the hand, and I have to play it well.
Of course.
You can make a bunch of bad bets, but I still have to finish the hand. And
when I do, I
did.
don't feel the least bit bad about your mistakes.
I don't feel bad about the mistakes.
Not
I feel
at all.
great that the Dodgers cashed because
you were there.
Mookie does exactly the same thing, and Garrett Cole doesn't for a half a second relax and think, I did it, then it's 5-0. It's 5-1 at that point.
Did you catch any of the Laker game?
5-0.
Did you catch any of the Lakers?
Not a second.
Okay, so it's the same that Cleveland crushed the Lakers. Every mistake the Lakers made, the Cavaliers had the right answer.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So every time you make a mistake, a good team is going to be there to capitalize.
Good.
And it works out.
Good.
Yes.
It was extraordinary to watch. It's the first time in World Series history that there's been 5 unearned runs in one inning.
Special.
Especially terrible if you're a Yankee, and especially grateful if you're a Dodger.
Eat it. I don't. What the guy said about Yankee fans, I could care less. They're all a bunch of morons. They're all the guy that assaulted Mookie. So you deserve this. I hope it sucks. I hope it chokes you going down.
I'm sure it does.
Yes.
Factor Caps coming up next. Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN. Let's talk about ESPN Where to Watch. This is, I can't believe it took this long to come up with it because it's this good of an idea. Where to Watch on the ESPN app and ESPN.com. There's a little icon in the upper right-hand corner of your ESPN app, which, of course, is free. You tap on that, and it's going to tell you where every game is, whether it's on a streamer, whether it's on the ESPN family of networks, whether it's on any network, and they're going to tell you exactly where to go. One tap, and you are there. It is free. It doesn't cost you anything. ESPN Where to Watch. It's available on any browser. It's available on the ESPN app. And instead of thinking, well, is it on this streamer or that streamer or this channel or that channel, just take out your ESPN app, tap the Where to Watch icon, and you're going to find exactly what you're looking for just one click away. ESPN Where to Watch. Go check it out right now.
Robert's redemption is redeemed. We celebrate all day long with you on 710 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app, and of course on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Spend all day with us. Keep checking back. A Dodgers Celebration Thursday, all on 710 ESPN. Our celebration made possible by our friends at Dick's Sporting Goods. Be sure to get your World Series champions gear at Dick's Sporting Goods today.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News & World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
If the car in your garage is not the car of your dreams, let's talk. Hi, I'm Garth Blumenthal, Unstoppable Automotive Group, representing Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Polestar, Volvo, Jaguar, and Land Rover. We are doing everything in our power to make your car buying experience the best it can be. And with lower interest rates and higher inventories, you are now firmly in the driver's seat. To find the dealership near you, visit unstoppablegroup.com for details.
Unstoppable Automotive Group, building relationships one guest at a time.
NextGen is the official plumbing, heating, and AC company of SoCal sports fans. That's right. NextGen, the absolute best in the biz, with thousands of 5-star reviews online to prove it. Looking for game-changing deals on your home? Call NextGen. Right now, ESPN LA listeners can book a drain cleaning for just $88. That's right. For just $88, you can keep your plumbing in top shape and ensure that you're game day ready. So don't miss out. Call 833-NEXGEN today to take advantage of this limited time offer. NextGen is the name you can trust for home comfort and reliability. That's 833-NEXGEN. 833-3NEXTGEN, or visit nextgenairandplumbing.com to schedule your $88 drain cleaning appointment today.
NEXGEN, call 833-3NEXTGEN.
Texting enrolls you in a recurring automated marketing text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
The team's looking good this season.
I think so. Man, I miss playing football. Being young with unlimited energy to burn. Ever since I turned 40, I just can't find that fire I used to have.
Think it could be lower testosterone?
What do you mean?
All guys lose their edge when they turn 40. The body has less testosterone. That's why I take Nugenix Total T.
I've heard about Nugenix. That really works?
Since I started taking Nugenix, I'm lifting like when we played for Coach Carter. I feel more energized at work. It's even spiced up things between me and the missus.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try?
Yep, send a text. It's that easy.
Text POWER to 42424 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. It's the #1 selling testosterone boosting brand at GNC and Walmart. Do it now and they'll also send you a bottle of Nugenix Thermo X, their newest, most powerful fat burner ever, absolutely free. Text POWER to 42424. That's POWER to 42424. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Here we go. It is Factor Cap time. Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show. Each weekday around 10:30, producer Emily serves up what's going down, and fun and frivolity ensues. Special thanks to the law offices of Joseph S. Normand for making Factor Cap possible.
It's Joseph S. Normand. It's Factor Cap on the Travis and DeMarco Show on 710 ESPN. And if you've been hurt in an accident, let me help you. Call my office at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000.
Let's do it. Factor Cap right now.
Take it away, producer Emily.
Welcome to Factor Cap.
And it's 10:37 in the Southland. Let's go, you gutless bums. Boom!
Aloha. You know, it's so funny, Em. I was going to tell you, you have been in character all day. You haven't taken your glasses or your beard off. Well done. Good job.
Thank you. And always swipe right on beautiful Tequila Mandala. All right, so we're going to do some Factor Cap. All right, so last night, obviously the Dodgers won. Let's go.
See.
This morning, I just wanted to just get excited. And so I listened to some local New York radio. And I want to play for you guys a caller into the Boomer and Geo show, which is a local radio station in New York City. So here it is.
Dale is gone, so we go to Pat in East Islip. What's going on, Pat?
Yeah, how's it going, guys?
All right, Patty, what's happening?
Not much. I like all this talk over the all morning has been about how Garrett Cole didn't cover first base. This entire World Series comes down to Aaron Judge. He didn't hit. And in the game he did hit, he drops a routine fly ball that any little leaguer would have caught. He's a disgrace to the Yankee uniform. He should be stripped of his captaincy. And as far as I'm concerned, you could trade him to the Mets.
All right. Yeah, Pat, that's a little extreme. Yeah, that doesn't even. That's very
extreme. And you know what I love? That's a gutless bum calling in there.
Was that real?
Yeah, that's 100% real. That's what Yankee fans think.
Sitcom-y, didn't it? Yeah.
So,
well said.
Yeah.
My statement is, you like peeking in on the losing team's local radio station, especially if your team won a championship. Travis, fact or cap?
Fact to your question, because it means my team won. That's the part I like about it. But I want to go to where DeMarco was a second ago. I hate that I'm a member of the same tribe as that guy. I hate it. You know, that I am among a sports fan. That guy's a sports fan. I'm a sports fan. We're members of the same tribe. To your point, DeMarco, that sounds cartoonishly stupid.
It did. It sounded like something produced.
It's cartoonishly stupid to say something like that. Aaron Judge is a first ballot Hall of Fame player who just had a season where he hit .322 with 58 home runs, 144 RBIs, and had an OPS of nearly 1.2. It's cartoonishly stupid to say something like that.
I'll go cap. I could care less.
Okay.
Really, I
don't like the Schadenfreude?
No, I only care about my. That's why I keep asking. Why do you guys keep bringing the Angels into this? And Greg said, "What did Greg said? Because it's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like the guy that just made the call there. You know. Yeah, I could care less. That's cap for me.
Okay, Jorge.
I'm with DeMarco. I can care less. I mean, look, we won, and that's the end of it. I care about our city, our stations, and yeah, let's keep going. Celebrate, baby, campeones!
Hey,
What was that?
Please don't do that.
Oh my God! Okay.
Yeah, Emily does not like that. You need to get the big one like Beto has. That sounds like the world's coming to an end.
All right, so last night in the locker room celebration, Kike Hernandez had some words to say about Noah Lyles. Here's Kike Hernandez.
And it happened. We're here, World Series champions. Suck it, Noah Lyles.
There you go.
All right. Regardless of what you think about his statement here, my statement is you think Kike will be the most drunk at the parade. DeMarco, Patrick.
Oh, what? Wait, I got to go cap. There's some professional drinkers that we don't know about. There's some professional guys that we don't know about. Kike is going to be one of them, but I can't say he will be the most drunk. The most drunk, we won't see, I hope.
Travis?
That. Because Kike's out front. Kike's out front with his arms out. Look how drunk I am. There's somebody doing work in the back room that you don't even want to come within 100. The guy that is quiet drunk is the drunkest. Kike's loud, happy, festive drunk. But what DeMarco said is there is somebody in there getting after it that you don't even know about.
I think it's Rojas because he was passing out the shots.
It might be.
And then Otani at some point goes up to someone and says, "Yeah, you look sober. You look sober."
I don't even know if this guy drinks or not. I don't know. Yeah. But if you said to me, "Hey, they all did a BAC at the end of the night and Walker Buehler won," I'd believe you.
Right. Wouldn't be shocked either. No.
All right, I got one more for you guys, then we'll get back to some beautiful topics coming up. All right, so...
I think Wistrom went on a 2-week bender.
I don't doubt
Grant Wistrom went on a 2-week bender, yeah.
So, do you guys know the movie How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days?
Yes.
No.
Starring Kate Hudson and Matthew McConaughey. And basically, they're just kind of like trying to be the worst people to each other to prove that they can't be together. But they end up falling in love, shockingly.
No way.
All right, so in the movie... Kate Hudson character and Matthew McConaughey's character go to a Knicks game. Important Knicks game. At the end of the game, she asks Matthew McConaughey, she's trying to be a terrible person. She's trying to get on his nerves. She asks him, "Hey, could you run and get a Diet Coke?" And it's like fourth quarter, coming down to the wire, and he's like, because he wants to stay in this relationship. He goes, "Okay, I'll go get it." And then he runs and he misses the game-winning shot and comes back. And so Kate Hudson last night, she's a Yankees fan. She recreated that. Not with Matthew McConaughey, but with a friend of hers. It was like, "Would you mind? Could you get me a Diet Coke?" And it's like the end of the game, the ninth inning. So my statement, though, here is you would get your wife something during a high leverage inning. She asks you very, very nicely, "Hey, would you mind getting me X?" And it's the bottom of the 8th or bottom of the 9th. You would do it. Jorge, fact or cap?
Take it away, producer Jorge.
Take it away, producer Jorge.
There you go. Cap. You're going to have to wait, Brenda. This is 1 out away. We're one pitch away from winning this.
I also think Brenda would never ask.
Yeah, Brenda would, she would wait as well. But it's cap. Never.
Travis?
Susan.
Yeah.
Take it away, Travis.
That's right. Susan would never, ever ask in that moment because she cares about it as much as I do. Like, she's fully invested. She was jumping around watching the game the same way we all were. She's all in. But yeah, I would. If she said, will you go? Yeah, absolutely, I would go do it.
I think you'd have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She didn't ask for anything. If she asks for something, she gets it.
It wasn't the end of the game. It was Chicago and Indianapolis. And right before Devin Hester returned the kickoff for a touchdown, my brother's wife asked him to go get her a piece of chocolate cake, and he did it. And he missed the kickoff return.
Ooh.
Yeah. He's still mad about it.
It's also the kickoff return, so you're not assuming anything's going to happen.
It's Devin Hester.
Yeah.
Good point.
Right.
Devin
Good
Hester
point.
did do that
Yeah.
quite frequently. All right, let's first of all, let me remind you that Factor Cap, of course, brought to you by Joseph S. Normand. You have many choices in your legal team, but family always comes first with Joe. Call 213-747-2000. The number for Joseph S. Normand, 213-747-2000. That's the law offices of Joseph S. Normand, and of course online at normandlegal.com, 213-747-2000. Let's talk about what Walker Buehler did last night, DeMarco.
Yeah.
And not just last night, but what led to the decision to put him in and it being the right decision. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
And the Dodgers are World Series champions. The road to Robert's redemption is redeemed. We celebrate all day long with you on 710 AM, the all-new ESPN LA app, and of course on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Spend all day with us. Keep checking back. A Dodgers Celebration Thursday, all on 710 ESPN. Our celebration made possible by our friends at Dick's Sporting Goods. Be sure to get your World Series champions gear at Dick's Sporting Goods today.
You ever try fixing your car and realize you're missing that one part? Yeah, been there. That's why eBay's my go-to. They've got millions of parts, guaranteed to fit. I'm talking brake pads for when yours have seen one too many miles of stop and go. Oil filters, because you don't mess around with your engine care. Even got this cold air intake on my watch list. I might just go for it. To keep the ride cool and your DIY streak hot. Find all the parts you need at prices you'll love. Guaranteed to fit every time. eBay. Things, people, love. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Macy's Friends and Family is going on right now, and it's the best time to shop for all the gatherings and gifting ahead. Use your coupon or Macy's card and take an extra 30% off the latest trends, new arrivals, and the best brands like Karl Lagerfeld Paris, Steve Madden, Hotel Collection, and more. And get 15% off beauty too. Plus, get free shipping with any $25 purchase today at Macy's. Savings off regular and already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Choosing the right candidates for any office can be difficult.
My office has lots of drama.
I share my office. But no matter what kind of office you have, if you're hiring, you need ZipRecruiter. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology finds the most qualified candidates for your roles fast. So, for any kind of office,
I'm really going places in my office.
count on ZipRecruiter to find the right candidates for it. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Hey, it's Mace here. Wait until you experience the NBA at the hottest, most amazing venue in LA. That is Cosm in Inglewood. It's called Immersive Shared Reality. It will look and feel like you are courtside. If you want to be at Cosm for live NBA action, go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Use code ESPNLA. Get 20% off any NBA game in November. Do not wait. Tickets go fast. Go to Cosm.com. That's COSM.com.
Trojan fans, want to go to the USC-UCLA rivalry game at the Rose Bowl? Just grab an icy cold Coors Light and visit CoorsLight.com/college football. Enter the keyword SCORE, and you got a shot to win your tickets to the game. It's all thanks to our great friends at Coors Light, the official beer of college football and proud partner of the USC Trojans on ESPN LA.
No purchase necessary. Starts 8/1/24. Ends 1/21/25 at 11:59 p.m. CT. Must be legal residents of 50 USDC, 21 years of age or older. Void where prohibited. Use keyword to get entries for keyword prizes. See official rules at www.CoorsLight.com/college football for entry instructions, keywords, odds, prizes, and restrictions. Sponsor Molson Coors Beverage Company, USA, LLC. 250 South Wacker Drive, Chicago, Illinois, USA, 60606.
At the Home Depot, we know Saturdays are for college football. That's why we have everything you need to never miss a play. Like North America's #1 home fire safety brand, Kidda. Because on a day full of football sounds you love, like fight songs, roaring crowds, and your favorite commentators.
Like me, Kirk Herbstreit.
The last sound you want to hear is... Defend your game time with Kidda and the Home Depot. How doers get more done. Based on total household installations as of December 2023.
Okay, everyone, what did you think of the chocolate bar?
It's too chewy.
Feels kind of chalky.
Too much nougat.
I need to go brush my teeth.
Business is booming for Steph's small marketing research firm.
After all these focus groups, there's only one conclusion. I need more researchers.
And she's way too busy researching.
Does this have peanuts?
To waste time researching resumes.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Put our matching platform to work so you can spend less time searching and more time connecting with talented candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
And the Dodgers are world champions. This is the Travis and DeMarco Show as we celebrate what went down last night and get ready for a parade tomorrow. How about that, sucker? The Travis and DeMarco Show continues on this Dodgers Celebration Thursday on 710 ESPN.
Start the party, Los Angeles! Your Dodgers have won the World Series!
We deserve this. We've been playing really good baseball for a lot of years, and everybody talks shit about 2020 and whatever, but they can't say a whole lot about it now.
Go get him, Walker.
When you win, you can cuss.
Go get him. Go get him, right?
Are we live?
Yeah,
we're live. The fact that we don't give a fuck.
I'm kidding. Come on, keep it classy.
It was unbelievable that look. I want to get to Bueller specifically here in a second, but this is what it is.
New age outlaw Bueller. Yes.
How about this? This is everything that happened today. This is not everything. This is the short list that I made off the top of my head. This is all the stuff that was at different points this season a weakness of this team. Their bullpen, their manager, their stars going cold at the worst time, their stars being hot at the wrong time, bad luck for your opponents, guys stepping up, toughness, trades, walks, guys not coming from an injury.
Oh, yeah.
And here we are talking about a World Series championship. And DeMarco.
Yes.
At the beginning of the year, in spring training,
yeah.
If I said to you, hey, Walker Buehler is going to be an important part of their run to the World Series,
I wouldn't have believed you. I would
really?
not have believed you.
At the beginning of the season, before a single game had been played, we just wrapped spring training. We're coming to Los Angeles to open the year.
I would not have believed you. I would have said, prove it to me. Like, how? How do you see that?
Because at the beginning of the year, I'm like, look, they're getting a good pitcher back. He's finally healthy, and he's had 2 years on the shelf.
Yeah.
And, let's see what it looks like. And fast forward 2 months, he still hasn't thrown a pitch. And then he finally gets back into the rotation.
I didn't think it was medically possible. That's the thing. Yeah.
He a handful of guys have done it. So he was the latest guy to attempt to do it. DeMarco, he wasn't just not Walker Buehler. He was awful. Awful. They lit him up.
Yes.
To the point where at the beginning of it, it was, hey, we got to give him 7 or 8 starts to see what it looks like. And they did. So by the time 7 or 8 starts walked away, Walker Buehler was saying, man, I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. Maybe I don't have it anymore. Maybe I don't do this. And he gets injured, and they send him down, and he kind of works on it. He goes, not home, but he goes to like a private facility in Florida to try to figure it out. It's not like he's with the Dodger organization. He's just over there like kind of working on the side by himself. He's not with the team. They bring him back, and it doesn't look very good. And the only reason he's pitching is because they literally had no one else to do it. He was one of the few guys that was healthy enough to do it, and it was bad. And you could tell his confidence was shot. The Dodgers' confidence in him, I think, was modest at best, and it probably wasn't modest. And then this. And then this. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, right before the playoffs, the dude just right before the postseason, he has a pretty good outing, and then he has another pretty good outing, and then this. Like, I can't believe
closing out
this
the World Series
out of the damn bullpen because nothing went according to plan. Nope. But Walker Buehler, not only did he do it because we don't have it, he was the right choice, and he showed up. He gets a ground ball, he gets a couple of strikeouts, and he's standing out there like, "How do you like me now?" Just remarkable.
This is Sparta moment. I love it. Who was it? Was it Matt Mellon? Matt Mellon, came in and talked to us. Did he play for him or against? Anyway, he was announcing the game, and he told us, and it was the first time I actually heard it, you have to appreciate the journey.
Yeah.
It's not about what happens tomorrow. What happens tomorrow is going to happen, but it's about the journey, and it does make you remember like all the stuff you went through to get here. And I keep saying this about if you do produce a movie about the 2024 Dodgers, if you want to funnel that movie through the eyes of Freddie Freeman, it would be a hit.
Yeah.
If you want to funnel it through the eyes of Walker Buehler,
Sure.
That's Oscar.
It's tremendous.
To go from that's like the Kurt Warner story. Instead of bagging groceries, you were nowhere. You were absolutely nowhere, and then you close out the Yankees.
The only reason he got to keep pitching is because they had no other option.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
There was no. I said it on here. I said I don't think you can use this guy anymore. Like you got to start throwing minor leaguers out there. See what else is available, because that won't work.
Yeah,
we all saw what happened last night.
I never thought I'd see a year to where a 50-50 guy, something I never saw, would be the afterthought.
Oh, yeah, he was,
would not be the biggest story on a World Series champion.
In the World Series, he's
Right.
not even in the top 10.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yes.
But Buehler's journey from he's the next big thing, won the World Series in 2020, in large part because he was awesome, to, damn, he got hurt again. To he's coming back, setback. He finally gets back about 6 months later than you expected him, and he's awful. Just not just, hey, that's not the same guy.
Just not good.
He's just not.
You thought
good.
he was done. I thought he was done. I
did.
bet at some point he thought he was done.
He said it in post. He said, I almost got released. I felt like I almost got released.
Back from the brink.
I was talking to some folks today about the Dodgers that know things, and I asked, he goes, it came really close to us just saying thank you for your services.
Goodbye.
Let's move on.
And there he is.
They may or may not have shopped him around baseball, and everybody's like, no, man, we're good.
Yeah. I saw
That's
this.
crazy.
It's
nuts.
That's how bad it was. And I don't think it's a reflection on anything other than his performance at the time. And what do I need that for right now? And the Dodgers only started using him again. They had no other
choice.
options. River Ryan, Robleski, all these guys, Knack, and everybody, you're just throwing it out there. Stone, didn't pitch throw a pitch in the postseason. He was the backbone of the rotation for almost the entire year.
Crazy.
He was the only guy that was there pretty much from the beginning until right near the end. Yeah, and he and Glasnow are the only two guys that threw 100 innings. And that Walker Buehler was the guy that closed the show in Yankee Stadium, and you had to have it. It wasn't like
him
ceremonial. Hey, you're up by 9 runs. Let's get Walker in there. The game was on the line, and he locked the door.
What did he do differently?
Awesome.
Like, how did that change over a period of time?
I think he started to finally realize I got to reinvent myself. I used to, just making this up here. I get you out like this. I throw gas and you can't. And when I get in trouble, I'm just going to reach back and I'm going to gun it by you. And I got a secondary pitch to, it's gone. They took that tool out of my belt. I don't have it, but I'm going to keep trying it. And they caved his head in. And finally, I don't know if somebody told him, if it was just touching the hot stove enough times to, you know what, this knuckle curveball I have is pretty good. Let's see how that works out. He started pitching differently.
What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. The road to humility is bumpy.
Unreal.
It's not just Walker Buehler that had to be humbled this year. I feel like even the stars had to be humbled. Like Shohei Ohtani, Freddie Freeman, Mookie Betts could be the number one guy on any other team, and they had to all take different steps back.
And
I think
they all
this
had
team
their moment.
Yeah, exactly. They all had to be a
true.
little humble. They all had their moments, and I think that's what is great about this team is that it's not one guy.
Take some more phone calls coming up in just a little bit. 877-710-ESPN, 877-710-3776. Let's talk about some of those other guys. Let's talk about Mookie, and let's talk about Ohtani and what he brought to this team, because the World Series, not Shohei's finest moment,
Big
but
respect for Shohei.
He was a big part of it. No question about that. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
And the Dodgers are World Series champions. The road to Robert's redemption is redeemed. We celebrate all day long with you on 710 AM, the all-new ESPN LA app, and, of course, on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Spend all day with us. Keep checking back. A Dodgers Celebration Thursday, all on 710 ESPN. Our celebration made possible by our friends at Dick's Sporting Goods. Be sure to get your World Series champions gear at Dick's Sporting Goods today.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino, LA's premier card room. Now open 24/7. Play no-bus blackjack, poker, and more. Enjoy Century Bar and Grill's flavorful menu for lunch or late-night dinners. Watch your favorite teams and catch up with friends on game days. Unwind and enjoy live music and crafted cocktails at Ray's Lounge. Easy parking and access, Hollywood Park Casino, located next door to the Forum and SoFi Stadium. Park, party, and play. Hollywood Park Casino. Elevate your game.
Must be 21 and older to enter. These are approved DOJ games. Vegas 004527. Vegas 003871.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, this is Sean McVay of your LA Rams. The Rams play here. KSPN, Los Angeles.
710 ESPN.
A good karma brands radio station.
And
well, you think they're winning a World Series with Dave Roberts as manager?
This is the Travis and DeMarco show as we celebrate what went down last night and get ready for a parade tomorrow. How about that, sucker? The Travis and DeMarco show continues on this Dodgers Celebration Thursday on 710 ESPN.
Well, you think they're winning a World Series with Dave Roberts as manager?
Yes.
You think they're winning a World Series this season?
I do.
Okay. Hey, Cody, mark the tape over there.
That was on February 27th this year. So, Travis, congratulations. You were right.
I also said they wouldn't win the World Series this year, but I'll take it.
Emily,
I'll take
amazing.
Both. I'll take both.
I want Emily in my corner.
Oh
my God.
I'm thrilled to have been right, and I'm thrilled to have been wrong.
Yes.
Because there were many times.
Emily,
DeMarco,
you're the ultimate hype man.
Oh, my
I love
God.
it.
Did you think last night when it was 5-0 early in the game that they were going to win last night?
No.
I never lost faith that they were going to win this
the
series.
game or the series?
The game.
I thought the game was over.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I thought it was
Me
over.
too.
Yeah, just shocking, though. You had the game. If you're New York, you had it sewed up, and you blew it. You
They
choked.
sure did.
You absolutely choked. And
They
give
sure
the
did.
Dodgers credit for capitalizing.
Yep.
I'm not minimizing, but they choked. And I hope it hurts. I really do. I hope it hurts bad.
Wait, you were the one just saying that you don't have Schadenfreude.
I don't want to listen to it. I don't. I don't
okay.
actively search out and want to
Okay.
wallow in their misery, but I hope it hurts. I really do.
It was amazing, and it was an incredible ride because think about it. Think about all the guys that pitched for this team that weren't at. Glasnow made the All-Star team this year. He hadn't pitched in 3 months.
Wow.
Yamamoto went 3 months without pitching.
Glass.
Bueller was terrible. Clayton Kershaw barely pitched. Tony Gonsolin never pitched. Dustin May never pitched. How about this? You know whose name we haven't said in months? And it just because he was just dreadful?
Who?
Bobby Miller.
Oh, goodness.
Bobby Miller was supposed to be a big part of this.
Wow, dead or Canadian.
And right? And so Bobby Miller was like, he's so bad, they just said, beat it. And I mean, that's how bad he was. They didn't even as they were running out of guys, Robleski pitched, and Landon Knack pitched, and Enriquez pitched, and Brett Honeywell, by the way, who took it on the chin a couple of times in these games.
That's called taking one for the team.
It is,
Yeah.
and it allowed Trinan to be fresh to go do what he did last night. It was a total team effort, and to go through, I think I saw the Dodgers used 19 different starting pitchers this year, most ever for a team that's won a World Series. I mean, give me a break.
New York, you went through the Mets and the Yankees to win a World Series.
Yeah.
Never happened before.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't care, but it's never happened. That's amazing.
Look, they beat the best team in the American League. They beat the team that I think most people thought was the most dangerous team in the National League, the Padres.
Yes.
And they beat maybe
now
the
them I might
team.
listen to.
Yeah.
Them I might listen to. That might be fun to tune
You know
in.
what? We almost won. We could have won.
And they beat the hottest team. They beat
Yes.
the Mets were the Mets kept pulling rabbits out of their hats, and the Dodgers went, yeah, cool, we're just going to smash you 8-0 over and over
And
again.
the Yankees went dink, dink to their two inferior opponents.
Yeah, it just they took the hard road all season long. Now they also had Shohei Ohtani on their team, which seems to help.
Always
that having the first
have
ever
Superman in your
50.
uniform.
Okay, so kind of similar to what we just did with Walker Buehler. If I said to you, Dodgers are going to win the World Series, and Shohei Ohtani will have virtually nothing to do with the World Series component of it. You buying that?
Actually, I am
Okay.
because of baseball.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think you're right.
Sometimes the best player doesn't always translate to the best postseason guy.
Yeah.
So that wouldn't surprise me at all.
That he was as magnificent as he was during the regular season. I mean, historically,
Who's the last guy
awesome.
that's been that good that's been great in the postseason too? They
Well,
gave you both. I'm trying to think. That was
Corey Seager wasn't quite 50-50 like that, but there's been guys that have stayed hot. Freeman a couple of years ago. But to just be...
Because Bonds had outages in the postseason. A lot of guys.
Bonds was bad in the postseason until he wasn't.
That's what I mean. With baseball, it's weird. So if you told me Ohtani would have a flameout in the World Series and you'd still win it, I wouldn't be that surprised.
They don't get to the World Series without his performance.
That's
they don't
true.
beat the Padres without his performance. I don't think they beat the Mets without his performance.
Oh, yeah.
And that he was... I think he only had 2 hits in the series.
That's the Peyton Manning argument.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't win in the postseason, but you don't get there without him.
He was extraordinary, and is obviously you want to win the World Series every year. You want to win the MVP every year. You're going to get to see him pitch for the first time in a Dodger uniform next year. So there's still a lot of cool stuff with him on the horizon, but they won, right? The $700 million well spent, done, right?
Heck Look, that's the most enviable part of the Dodgers is their paycheck, their ability to pay whoever they want to. Like the rumor, they could go out and get Juan Soto. That would make anybody mad. Yeah, you're going to make a World Series team better by adding one of the best players.
Why not?
A guy you just beat. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would suck. So I get it if you hate the Dodgers because of that, but you just can't look at that and say that's the reason they won. It's not just talent acquisition.
And that being said, they have all this money to spend. They have all this stuff. Would you sign Walker Buehler again? He's up this year. He was the final pitcher in your World Series.
Depends on his demand. And if he's smart, he's going to shoot for the moon. How many contracts do you think he has left in his career? One. Okay, I think you're spot on.
Yeah. I think it's, what does he ask for? If he asks for a 1-year mega, I'll roll with that.
How much is mega?
But what's the going rate?
For 1 year mega?
Just make up a number. 20 million? Let's say the going rate's 20 million.
If I'm him, I'm not coming in for anything less than 25.
Okay, so if the going rate is 20,
I just won the World Series. Yes,
and I want to do a 1 year, and he's obviously the graph is now trending in the right direction.
Yes.
I would strongly consider saying yes to that, and I would likely say yes to that. If it's multi-years at the World Series tax, you know what I mean? Like, hey, I won the World Series, so if it's 20, I want 25, and I need 5 years. That's when your brain needs to overrule your heart.
That's when I would say, can you get that deal anywhere else? And if you say yes, then let's see. Because I don't think you can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'll be back. I think it's in everybody's best interest to be back. I think he's earned the right to be offered a good deal. I don't know if I'd have a great deal.
I don't think I would want to come back.
Why?
Because you can't. If you go elsewhere and it goes backwards for you, you still have the goodwill here.
Yeah.
No one has to see it here.
Yeah.
They will remember you last.
But I got my money over there.
True. I'm going there to fleece them.
Yeah.
To steal or whatever.
Yeah.
You're
to give it a shot and see what.
Exactly.
But if it goes bad, it goes bad.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And if I'm hurting, I don't really care about you guys that much. I can just shut it down. But your lasting memory here is what just happened in New York.
That's never going away. That's never going away.
But if you pitch poorly next season, it still might.
Not a chance.
If it's bad.
There'll be criticism here and there on a bad. But that guy's a legend.
Then I would take the Angels' money. I would take somebody else's money and leave it where it is.
I'd stay here for the exact same reason. I would stay here because no matter if the money's close, I'm staying here because I'm a legend. And I'm not saying you can't have a bad season after that. Like, you know what I mean? But
you can go from sugar to what in a heartbeat.
Not after that.
And
not after doing it
and
twice.
You know how people are. Did you hear the guy about Aaron Judge?
Yeah. Dodger fans have their own problems. They don't do that.
You know how people are.
They don't do that. They don't do that. I think he has cemented himself.
If I'm done, I'm taking somebody else's cash. If I still got something left, I'll stay here.
I think he's got something left.
He just proved it.
Certainly showed that he's got some stuff left. But you remember Pablo Sandoval?
I do.
Okay. He won the World Series 3 times in San Francisco and was a big part of what they did. And the Red Sox offered him $1 billion or whatever it is.
Right.
And then he ate himself out of baseball.
Yes.
Right. He literally ate himself out of the league. He couldn't bend over to pick up a ground ball. The Giants came back. He still wasn't very good, but they still loved him.
Of course.
And it's
all the bad stuff happened away.
No, I get that. But he could have ate himself out of San Francisco,
but all that
and they would have loved him.
Fat Kung Fu Panda happened away from there. Yeah.
Let's try phone call. Let's go to San Pedro and Chris. Chris, you're on with Travis DeMarco.
Hey, guys. First of all, happy Halloween and Championship Thursday, man. I mean, this was awesome. Just a couple of quick points. I thought the theme for this Dodger team, redemption and bounce back.
Ooh.
You know, and I'm going to start with Blake Treinen. 2 years worth of shoulder surgeries, comes back, is better than ever, and comes through, you know, for the Dodgers when they needed him the most. Gavin Lux, I know everybody was on him, and he struggled in the playoffs and he struggled in the regular season. When they needed a big sac fly, he came through in a big moment, not trying to do too much. And Walker Buehler, I mean, this guy, everyone was ready to run him out of town, but this was the moment that if you could just get him healthy and somewhat right and just get his confidence up, he could come through in a huge moment. And Mookie and Freddie, I know they're the stars, but let's not forget, 1 for 22 last year against Arizona, and now Freddie is series MVP. Betts had a tremendous playoff run after a slow start against San Diego. Bounce back and redemption. Remember the journey that gets you here, because it's not easy, and you have to have a short memory. And these guys were able to grind it out, and come out on the other side as World Series champs. So the grit, the grind, the heart, the toughness, everything all-encompassing, but bounce back and redemption. That was the theme of the 2024 Dodgers. Thanks, guys.
I like that. Grit and grind.
It was a hell of a ride.
It up. Yeah.
And everybody had a significant part of it. Here's another guy we haven't really mentioned today, and who, by the way, wasn't very good in the World Series, but they're not in the World Series if he doesn't play great.
Max Muncy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Muncy was pretty quiet in the World Series. He did, he worked a walk here and there.
What's a little beyond quiet?
Yeah, silent.
Dead silent.
Yeah, he was borderline
Dead
silent.
with Gavin Lux.
Yeah. It's just
wow.
Good sack fly,
good
dude.
For you.
Cool. Let's just keep it moving. I'm not going negative today, but that's the only part of that I don't. But everyone else had these ups and downs. Look, Freddie we've talked about him. His son was ill. Remember he broke his finger in St. Louis or whatever, and they sat him. Freddie never misses games. He missed some games. They sat him down. Mookie missed a chunk of time. How about this? Mookie Betts played shortstop for this team for about 2.5 months.
Totally forgot about that. Yeah.
Mookie Betts, and then they won the World Series, and a guy that was on the St. Louis Cardinals IL was your starting shortstop and the MVP of the NLCS.
That seemed like a lifetime ago that Mookie was playing shortstop.
The Dodgers went into the season with Mookie Betts as their break glass in case of emergency shortstop is crazy.
I know. Crazy.
And it worked, I guess. I mean, how many runs did Mookie save in right field over the course of the playoffs?
Dude,
several.
Yes. That's the redemption part, I guess, he was talking about. Mookie from last season. I guess we can erase bad Mookie from our memories now.
Replaced
with good Mookie.
That was
Mookie.
It was a bad stretch for him.
Yeah.
But if you just kind of said, okay, how many? There was 3 games in San Diego or against. That's 7 or 8 games plus the 1 or 2 against San. It's 10 games. Everybody has a 10-game weird stretch where you're not very good. Then guess what happened after that? He turned into Mookie Betts.
What did Boston get for him?
Not much.
Alex
Verdugo.
Bag of balls,
Yeah, Alex Verdugo.
Or why did they dump him?
Jeter Downs. They didn't want to pay him.
Oh, that's it. Okay.
They didn't want to pay
sense. Okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, do you not pay a Hall of Famer?
No, I would, but it wasn't because of his play. It's because you didn't want to pay the guy.
They knew the price tag was going to be astronomical,
Yeah.
and the Dodgers said, we will gladly take that off your hands.
That just made it sweeter. You killed New York and Boston.
And
I
won
love
the World Series twice on his new team.
Gotta love it.
Will go into the Hall of Fame as a member of this new team. And
yes.
By the way, isn't anywhere near being done.
No, absolutely. How old is Mookie now?
I'm going to guess he's 31.
31. That means you're in your 20s. Yeah, you've got a long time. This will be fun.
They're all tied up for a
32.
while. The first person that's like contractually eligible to leave, like the contract is done, it would be Freddie in 2027. So they still have more time together.
Run it back.
Run it back.
They will. I think you're going to see most of this back. I don't think you'll see all of it back. And I think the big question is...
Oh, you're not going to demand back-to-back?
No. What I'm saying is this is where...
Yeah.
And it's not a conversation necessarily for today, but this is where somebody that is making analytical decisions as opposed to emotional ones needs to say, guys, I understand we want them all back. Here's why this guy shouldn't come back. Here's why this guy should
Here's
come
the
back.
hard decisions coming.
Here are the hard ones. Let's try... straight to the top of the line. Paul, Huntington Beach. Paul, what's going on?
Dude, I am freaking. On one hand, I could talk all day. The other hand, I've got no words, man. What a tremendous way to end the season. You know, enough can't be said about what Friedman did in putting together a complete roster. You got to look at it from a 40-man standpoint.
Yeah.
I mean, my God, we had a stretch of this season where Nick Ahmed was your starting shortstop, and Kevin Biggio and Kike Hernandez were on the infield all at the same time. It was awful, and here they come out the back end of it. Think about this. Think about how many friggin' pitchers are injured right now that are frontline starting guys in the major leagues, and those dudes are all coming back next year, which brings me to the point of Walker Buehler. I mean, you know, Marco, the thing is, as it relates to, like, you know, Dodger Nation, if there is such a thing, it's kind of a ridiculous term, but the point of the matter is, when you reach that point, you are our guy. I mean, Bulldog Hershiser had some rough times after 88. Fernando had some down times, you know, in the middle of the 80s. Walker Buehler, what he did last night cannot be overstated. And the thing was, that dude came back from 2 Tommy Johns, and if you watch it, and again, Travis, I know you watch a lot of baseball, you're a nerd like me, every single start he got a little better. He'd give you 7 or 8 or 12 pitches in a row, and you went, oh, damn, there it is. And then it would go away. And then the next time out, it was like 23 pitches. And it was like, oh, there it is. And it would go away. And you got to freaking October, and Butane was back. My God, I called you after the San Diego game. He got such a bad rap, the line for that he had in that game. And as the defense started playing soccer on the infield instead of baseball. But he was freaking good in that game, serving up ground ball after ground ball. And last night, when you needed him most, there was no Kershaw. There was no one to look to.
That's a lot of words for no words.
Dave Roberts, man, had no one else to turn to. And who's standing there? Freaking Walker Buehler, and said, jump on, boys. We're having a parade in L.A.
Jump in there.
Dude, I am fired up, as you can tell.
It's
been a hell of a season. I'll check in with you along the way, but until then, I'll talk to you in the spring. Have a good one, guys.
I love it.
You got it, Paul.
Never start off a conversation with, I have no words, and then talk for 5 minutes.
Well, he found him. He found him.
My man.
You know, we haven't mentioned this, too. Like,
who?
The San Diego game where Buehler, the defense, let him down.
Oh, yeah.
When he went nuts.
Who was that? At the shortstop.
It was Rojas.
Rojas, that's right. Yes.
Yeah. And
on a bad ankle.
He went in and tore the dugout to the ground. Buehler did. And then he went out there and threw 2 more scoreless innings, and he was just dominant after that. It was exactly what they needed, exactly when they needed it.
Have you ever seen the show Power?
I don't think so.
You don't know? No one's seen Power?
The 50 Cent. It's a
50 Cent show?
Yeah.
He looks like the guy. Blake Trinan looks like that guy from Power.
Oh, Blake Trinan. Okay. You know who Walker Buehler reminds me of?
Who?
Tombstone. Val Kilmer's character.
Doc Holliday.
Doc Holliday.
Doc Holliday.
A little bit.
I'm your Huckleberry.
He's a badass like that.
Yes.
He's not. Look, you heard me say this a million times. The reason I liked him in Game 7, the reason I liked him starting Game 3 in New York, I don't know how he's going to pitch, but I know he ain't going to be scared.
No, I can respect that.
He will walk in there and let it go.
Either we're going to win or he's going to get dropped. One or the other.
Also, Walker Buehler, in my side of the world, the film side of the world, he looks a lot like a tall version of Barry Keoghan. Look him up. He's like dating Sabrina Carpenter. He's a little Irish guy. I'll send you guys a picture of him. But Barry Keoghan looks exactly like Walker Buehler. Just
more or less than Chris Taylor looks like Joe Flacco.
I think relatively
From a
similar.
distance?
Relatively similar.
From a distance, like, why is Flacco wearing baseball gear?
We deserve this. We've been playing really good baseball for a lot of years, and everybody talks shit about 2020 and whatever, but they can't say a whole lot about it now.
Nope.
He's
Shut
right.
your mouths.
I want to talk about 2020 and why last night makes 2020 1,000% legitimate. That's coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710. ESPN. We should call Joe and celebrate. 213-747-2000, DeMarco. The law offices of Joseph S. Normand, because not only does he want to celebrate with us, Joe knows how to take care of you in the event that you're hurt in an accident. He wants to make sure that you get the advice, the counsel, and most importantly, the settlement that you deserve after you get hurt.
Let us tell you about the law offices of Joseph S. Normand and his trusted team. They will treat you like family, which is this is what we feel right now, right? Now we're all family. Joe and his team will help you get through, get the medical attention and the maximum compensation you deserve.
If you are hurt in an accident, do what I did and call Joseph S. Normand. 213-747-2000. The insurance company, they're going to try to get to you fast. You need to get to Joe. 213-747-2000. And DeMarco, you can get them online too.
At normandlegal.com.
We celebrate all day long with you on 710 a.m., the all-new ESPN LA app, and, of course, on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Spend all day with us. Keep checking back. A Dodgers Celebration Thursday, all on 710 ESPN. Our celebration made possible by our friends at Dick's Sporting Goods. Be sure to get your World Series champions gear at Dick's Sporting Goods today.
When you're hiring, ZipRecruiter's technology makes finding qualified candidates for your job easy. What if the rest of the world was as easy as ZipRecruiter? Math problems wouldn't be so problematic.
K equals 42.
And summiting Everest would be a walk in the park. In the meantime, if you want to make your hiring easier, use ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Come out for a day of golf and fun and help support the men and women who fight for our freedom. On Monday, November 11th, the Pacific Palms Resort in the City of Industry will play host to the 2024 Land of the Free Foundation Veterans Day Golf Classic. All proceeds from the tournament will go directly to charities who support the men and women of our armed forces. For more information on the tournament, please visit the website landofthefreefoundation.org or give them a call at 562-833-4361.
Trojan fans, want to go to the USC-UCLA rivalry game at the Rose Bowl? Just grab an icy cold Coors Light and visit CoorsLight.com/collegefootball. Enter the keyword SCORE, and you got a shot to win your tickets to the game. It's all thanks to our great friends at Coors Light, the official beer of college football and proud partner of the USC Trojans on ESPN LA.
No purchase necessary. Starts 8/1/24. Ends 1/21/25 at 11:59 p.m. CT. Must be a legal resident of 50 USDC, 21 years of age or older. Void where prohibited. Use keyword to get entries for keyword prizes. See official rules at www.CoorsLight.com/collegefootball for entry instructions, keywords, odds, prices, and restrictions. Sponsor Molson Coors Beverage Company, USA, LLC. 250 South Wacker Drive, Chicago, Illinois, USA, 60606.
Hey guys, it's Sedano here. You know it's hard to find a good dentist for your kids, someone who they can trust and enjoy going to the dentist with. Luckily, we found Children's Dental Fun Zone. With 17 locations across Southern California, Children's Dental Fun Zone specializes in children's dentistry and orthodontics. With state-of-the-art equipment and personal attention your children deserve. To book your child's next appointment, visit their website, cdfzone.com. That's cdfzone.com. Or call them at 800-717-KIDS. That's 800-717-KIDS.
One of LA's best kept secrets in the heart of Los Angeles, East Central Hotel offers effortless accommodations and unparalleled accessibility. The East Central Hotel is for everyone looking for entertainment with their trendy spacious rooms, a renovated gym, and a patio lounge for breakfast, dinner, and drinks. Stop by their incredible Nixo Lounge before your next event at LA Live. Book your stay at eastcentralhotel.com or call 213-748-1291 today at Entertainment's official address.
Hey fans! Welcome back to Fansville's Cheers and Tears. Oh. Okay, so like everybody deals with losing, right? To a rival on a last-second field goal. Whatever, it's fine. I'm totally fine. But I cope with losing with an ice-cold Dr. Pepper. Those 23 flavors are like so delicious. They totally wash away the pain of your college football team taking a big fat L. College football. It's a pepper thing.
Hear that? The soothing sounds of a bubble bath. And if you were here, you'd smell a single cedar leaf candle. But you're not here. Because your self-care happens out on the road, riding your motorcycle protected by Progressive. So if you ride, get back on the road and enjoy 24/7 roadside assistance from Progressive, America's #1 motorcycle insurer. And then take a shower, because it's fast, like your motorcycle. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates. Roadside assistance may require comprehensive coverage. Not available in all states.
And the Dodgers are world champions. This is the Travis and DeMarco Show as we celebrate what went down last night and get ready for a parade tomorrow. How about that, sucker? The Travis and DeMarco Show continues on this Dodgers Celebration Thursday on 710 ESPN.
On 1-2, Rizzo. Blake Trinan digs deep. And the Dodgers are 3 outs away from a world championship.
You were not watching baseball last night, and you lived on my street. You thought somebody was being murdered in my house when that happened.
When that out?
Because
Yeah,
I screamed at the top of my lungs.
What did you scream?
Let's go.
Yeah.
It
That was dope.
So exciting. It was so exciting because you're like, okay.
Yeah.
And again, this is another one of these moments. Could go either way.
Yeah.
The decision had to be made. Am I leaving him in or am I taking him out?
I would love to put a mic on in his brain, like as he's walking out, what am I thinking? And then as he's walking back to the dugout without taking him out, what is he thinking?
It's a great question.
You put everything on him. I put my entire reputation on you.
Yes.
Yeah, you're my guy, and I believe you. That Stones, my man.
It sure is.
Yeah.
It sure is. And he delivered. And
yes.
I want this guy.
I want this guy.
And
you know, sometimes I want this guy. I don't believe you.
I agree.
yeah.
Sometimes,
I don't believe you.
Look, I wanted to look in his eyes. It sounds corny and it sounds like movie-ish. There's something to it. Because if I go out there and I say, hey, how are you doing? Are you good?
Yeah.
And you give me a certain look that you're looking to the side like, yeah, I think I got this. No, we're done.
How many pitchers say no?
Nobody.
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody says no, so I got to read your body language.
They
I got
all
to
say yes,
read your
but,
energy.
I mean, to believe it and to trust it and then to pay off, amazing.
This
Great
guy's
stuff.
deal, Trinan's deal, is really kind of remarkable because when he's healthy, he's unhittable. But he's rarely healthy. He's unhealthy for long stretches of time, and then he comes back and he's unhittable for however long he stays healthy, and then he gets hurt again.
Yeah.
And
the two
this
have
season,
to be connected, don't you think? The reason he's unhittable is the reason he keeps getting hurt.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
But there was the one time, and it was August maybe this season, where they brought him back and they were using him, and he was pretty good. And then his effectiveness kind of started to dip a little bit, and that late sharp break on that slider, that late sharp break on the cutter that he throws, it wasn't really there. Like it was more of a softer curve, and the velo, instead of being 97 was 91. I'm like, oh my God, they're going to burn the tires off of this guy too.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he dug deep. I don't know what it is, but all of a sudden it's like, oh, that's 96, and it goes two ways.
Yeah.
You can't hit him. The only way you hit him is if you get lucky. He either throws a bad pitch or you guess right and you get lucky, and thank God nobody guessed right.
I don't think either one of those was in New York last night.
No.
Either one of those was not New York. Yeah, the tough guy, the right Trinan was out there, and I just keep saying that choice to keep him in because I got questions. Why don't you sub him? They're trying to close the door. Why didn't they use him last night? Because you needed him tonight to do it. Yeah, all that type of stuff. But just leaving him out there for that extra out was cinematic to the nth degree.
Cinematic's the perfect word. And I'm not saying this is what it is, but let me ask the question. Did he leave him out there because I really don't have another choice?
What's your option?
Yeah, your option at that point is Buehler, I guess, but I don't even know if Buehler is ready at that point. Maybe Hudson was not good. By the way, congratulations to him on another World Series. He retired after the game as well, so congrats to him on a great career. But is it I'm going to go look at your eyes, I'm going to go get your vibe, I'm going to go kind of sample your energy, or is this hey, man, he might not be at his best, but I don't have anybody else to do this right now. I got to ride this guy.
I'm assuming that Blake Trinan knows what Dave Roberts knows, and Dave, you have no other option. It's me, and I want this.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Yeah,
Thank God.
It's all riding on you. I'm glad you're ready for this because if not, we're toast.
Let's go to Downey and Jason. Jason, you're on with Trav and DeMarco. What's up, Jay?
Hey, Trav. So the way you're talking about your boys kind of all celebrating together, on the phone because they're not there, really hit me in my feels, man. In 2015, I went on a first date with a girl who has never been to a Dodger game. And 9 years later, that same girl who became my wife and my 2-year-old son celebrated with me as I saw them watch the World Series.
That's great.
So,
wow.
It's just this. That is what Dodgers baseball is all about. I'm hoping we can add more titles and more kids to that story, but this is something I will never, ever forget. And to this caller super early, I cried at my wedding. I cried when my son was born, and you best believe I cried when I saw them win this title. Have a great day, guys. See you at the parade.
That's the right answer right there.
Yeah.
There you go.
It's
yes.
It was cool. I know, like,
he wants more kids.
Who doesn't?
The best part about kids.
Yeah.
Number one.
It wasn't our first date because I've told the story of my first date, Chili's and Stand and Deliver at the Monrovia Man Theater with Susan. But one of our first dates was Game 7 of the NLCS against the Mets in 1988, and we were in the right field pavilion, and we saw the Dodgers beat the Mets and go to the World Series. And,
wow!
And it's a part of my family. Like we watch a lot of Dodger baseball in my house. That Bobby, my oldest son, is in Philadelphia with his Dodger hat on, his Dodger jersey on. We're FaceTiming. He's got his bottle of champagne. We're throwing a party.
That's cool.
Michael sent me a video, and I do not condone this behavior, young man, if you're listening today, because he's 18 years old. But he may have been celebrating as well with a video or two that he sent me.
Yeah.
And it was great. And it's like we got a Dodger household, and we've been waiting a while. And what was so good about this is it makes the 2021 stand up. It really does. And
it makes it stand up?
I think so.
You got two.
The 2021, say it again, it's not less than, but damn if it wasn't different. It just isn't the same ride. It just isn't. You only played 60 games. The playoffs were weird. The format was weird. There were no fans in the stand. The world was weird.
Yes.
That you're playing a team from Florida in Texas. What? Like it's like what the hell am I looking at here? And you go back and you look at it, and it still feels like, oh yeah, that was weird, wasn't it? There's nothing weird about this. And the argument against the Dodger run over the last Baker's dozen of years was you never won a World Series in a full season. And you know what the response always was?
What? You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, all that's over now.
It's over.
Yeah, it's over now.
4 World Series appearances in 13 years. 2 World Series titles. 12 division titles in 13 seasons. And I'll say this every time. The 1 year you didn't win the division, you won 105 games. Okay?
Not so bad.
There is no but anymore.
You got an
there
unsung?
is no asterisk.
Yeah. You got an unsung? I do. Will Smith.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
great
for
choice.
all the guys that we're talking about with pitching and all the stuff he went through, who's been usually the guy at that's my unsung.
Let's talk about him.
Yeah.
I think that's a great choice, and I think I would sign up. I'm going to throw 1 or 2 more at you.
Okay,
That's coming up on the other side. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
And the Dodgers are World Series champions. The road to Robert's redemption is redeemed. We celebrate all day long with you on 710 AM, the all-new ESPN LA app, and, of course, on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Spend all day with us. Keep checking back. A Dodgers Celebration Thursday, all on 710 ESPN. Our celebration made possible by our friends at Dick's Sporting Goods. Be sure to get your World Series champions gear at Dick's Sporting Goods today.
Champions! Coverage of the 2024 World Series on ESPN LA has been driven by your Southern California Hyundai dealers. There's never been a better time to test drive that Hyundai you've always wanted. There's joy in every journey. Visit your SoCal Hyundai dealer today.
Steve Mason and John Ireland.
Mason and Ireland today at 1 after Travis and DeMarco.
When I'm listening to the radio and I'm punching around the dial, I tend to land on the station that has the most energy. That's usually us. We usually have the most energy.
We are an energetic radio
station.
This
is energy.
We want to pull you through the radio and make you feel it.
The OGs of LA Sports Radio. That's Mason and Ireland.
On 710 ESPN.
Is your vehicle due for service? Is it time to get those wipers replaced? If so, head into your neighborhood Valvoline Instant Oil Change, home of the 15-minute drive-through oil change. For over 30 years, Valvoline has provided quick and convenient automotive maintenance services for busy people just like you. At Valvoline, you stay in your car safe while the expert technicians make sure your ride is at its best. Oil changes, wiper blades, and more. Just pull up, drive in, and drive out in about 15 minutes. Visit SoCalOilChange.com for locations and game-winning coupons off of your next Valvoline Instant Oil Change.
Accident or injury, call Jacob and Ronnie. Call Jacob.
Winning matters, especially after an accident. At calljacob.com, we're here for you when you need a big win. After an accident, go to calljacob.com or call 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB.
Do you have trouble getting in and out of the bathtub? Are you afraid you'll slip and fall entering or exiting a tub? Safe Step walk-in tubs can transform your bathtub from an area of concern to a calming refuge. Call them today at 1-800-731-4558 and save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs and showers are proudly made in Tennessee and offer an ultra-low step-in, avoiding that difficult climb over a traditional bathtub wall. They also offer a variety of therapeutic benefits that may help soothe your aching muscles and joints, increasing your mobility, boosting your energy, and improving your sleep. Safe Step walk-in tubs are designed to easily fit your existing tub space and are often installed in as little as one day. Just dial 1-800-731-4558 today to save $1,600 and receive a free shower package. That's 1-800-731-4558 for a free no-obligation consultation and to save $1,600. Safe Step walk-in tubs. Safety never felt so good.
And the Dodgers are world champions. This is the Travis and DeMarco Show as we celebrate what went down last night and get ready for a parade tomorrow. How about that, sucker? The Travis and DeMarco Show continues on this Dodgers Celebration Thursday on 710 ESPN.
One hit in this World Series will. Hit in the air, right field. Soto drifting back on the track at the wall. It's gone! Will Smith, opposite field home run. The Dodgers get one back. It's now 5-3 Yankees.
And the thing about your boy is
Will Smith with the home run in Game 4, the game that they ended up not winning. But
he's a slap hitter.
You know,
I'm kidding. That's a Will Smith joke.
Yeah. I missed it. You know what? Look at my face. I apologize.
I've been waiting for a while.
I apologize to you for being so unaware of where we were headed.
My
with that.
bad.
No. You didn't do anything wrong. I did. That's 100. I take ownership of that catastrophe. That's my fault.
Yes, he's unsung though. Yes,
Will Smith got off to a great start this year offensively. Like he was through the first month or two, he was knocking down walls. Like he was really good. He didn't do much offensively after that. He was really, really quiet. But to your point, he played every night or damn near it. And he played every game in that postseason and handled a pitch. Think about how many different pitchers the Dodgers went through. That he's dealing with 7, 8, 9 different guys on any given night.
That's crazy.
And to know them, to know how they're going to attack, to know how they're going to go about it, to block. You made a great choice. And that guy that we really haven't talked much about at all, because he didn't get – I don't want to say he didn't get any big hits. He got some hits along the way, but it wasn't Freddie. It wasn't Mookie. It wasn't Tommy Edman. It wasn't Teo. It wasn't that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But he was integral to their success in this series.
Defensively speaking, where would you put him?
B+.
B+ defender.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you get overshadowed because you're looking at all the injuries, but behind that, and some timely hits, especially in the postseason. So, when you're reveling in your Freddie Freemandom and your Mookie Betts and your Shohei, don't forget Will Smith.
Yeah.
He might have been the hub to this whole thing.
So he's a great choice for kind of the unsung guy. Yeah. And I got two others that I'm not saying that they were you tell me. You tell me how to describe this. What is the
first word that comes to mind? Go ahead.
Yeah, there you go. The guy that goes out there and the game's over, you're losing, but I need someone to go out there and wear it the rest of the night.
Knack
and Honeywell.
Yeah.
I
this
need
is your job.
Guys, tonight's not our night, but we can't use these guys because we're going to need those guys tomorrow, and I'm sorry that it falls to you, but I need you to go out there and you're finishing this, whether you're out there for 0 runs or 10 runs, you got to go wear this.
Yes.
They both did it, and by the way, it's not like they were terrible, but they got knocked around a little bit. That's valuable. That brings an incredible value to a team, even if it's not going to show up in a box score or in the year in review when they make the movie.
Yeah,
you're not stopping the movie for, oh, hey, in Game 4, Brent Honeywell went out there and got his head caved in for a couple innings because they didn't want to use any of their other guys.
You may not be famous, but you have the respect of everybody in the building.
There you go.
Everybody in the building, and that means a lot more than being famous or being known for one thing.
Yeah,
having that respect. That's it. That's your ultimate role player. This is my job, and I accept this role. You know what I mean? When you need me, I'll be there, and I can keep this thing closed for as long as possible, or I'll just wear it.
You know who else? And this is a step, not just respect, because it's definitely respectful, but also a contributor in a very meaningful way that we haven't said his name a whole bunch, and really all year. And again, this is one of the few guys that was there. I know he's down for a little bit, but not super long. Alex Vezia.
Wow.
Alex Vezia was really good for them.
About him.
He's good against lefties.
Yeah.
He's good against righties. He competes like crazy. He'll pick up an extra inning here or there if you needed him to do it. And again, this is a guy that's not a $70 million a year guy. This is not a ninth inning lockdown Mariano Rivera, Dennis Eckersley sort of guy. Hey, I need you to pitch the second inning. Cool. I need you to pitch the eighth inning. Cool. Wherever I put you in, he came in and competed like crazy. He was available almost all season long, and I know you're going to win the World Series with Mookie and Freddie and Ohtani and those guys, but you don't win the World Series without an Alex Vezia on your team.
May not be the cover, but he's definitely a chapter in the book.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt. Yes. There was a time when it was all about him, or he might have been one of the most important guys you had.
For sure, you don't win the World Series without him.
Yes.
Because if you have to pick up those extra innings along the way, eventually somebody's not going to pitch well.
Correct.
And he was the guy picking up all those extra innings.
It's the journey.
He was terrific.
What about Banda? Remember? He
Same
had that
thing.
hand injury.
Same
and
thing.
We thought, oh, you're a knucklehead. Why would you? Yeah. And then he comes back and does what he did.
And again, Banda, a lot like Vezia. Vezia was on the Marlins. He gets traded to the Dodgers, and that's one of the, who did we get? We're getting a guy from the Marlins. All right, let's see what it is. And all of a sudden, he's essential to your Banda the same way. How many times did he come in and at the end of his outing, you're like, that was pretty good.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Thank
that was
you.
pretty good.
By the way, Brenda's a huge fan.
Of Banda?
Yeah.
Why?
She's shirtless yesterday.
Cat. Oh, look at that.
He's
like,
a tank.
Who's that? And I was like, don't worry about it.
I like Bruce Star myself. That's my dude.
Oh,
Bruce Star's another one.
He's got that Brett the Hitman Hart hair.
Dude, Bruce Star is a high wire act.
That's my guy, yeah.
He's throwing 103, and it looks like he's playing catch.
I don't know where it's going.
I don't know. And it's like, and he might throw 39 balls in a row, or he may strike 3 guys out in a row.
Yes.
Of all of the Dodger relievers, he's the one I got no idea.
I want to see like a tight cut of him just leaving the mound, because I guarantee you can't tell if it was good or bad. It's the same.
Dude is a tank.
He's a tank. Yeah.
And he always does the cross and up.
Yeah.
They call him Bazooka, right?
Bazooka, yeah.
Why not call him Bruiser? It makes more sense.
I'd call him Sir.
Whatever you want,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes.
Be happy to get that for you, sir. My pleasure. Let me run and get that for you. Let's try another one. Let's try Santa Ana and Daniel. Daniel, you're on with Travis DeMarco.
Good morning, guys. The Los Angeles Dodgers are 8-time World Series champions. It feels so good to say that. Yeah!
Hell yeah.
So 3 things I don't want to cry or anything and get emotional here, but 3 things I want to touch on real quick. Half of the Dodgers World Series titles have come against the Yankees, 4 of the 8. Then Ohtani, I'm really happy for him because he's a 2-time champion. Why? He has the World Series title, and he has a World Championship with Team Japan, which is the World Baseball Classic. And then the next star signing, I don't think it's going to be Juan Soto. I think it's going to be the pitcher Rory Sasaki. So the Dodgers are going to get the bag for him, and the Dodgers pitching is just going to be out of this world. Thanks, guys.
You got it, Daniel. Are you familiar with Roki Sasaki?
Oh, that's the other kid. Okay,
he's a kid. I think he's 19 or 20.
That's the
he's
new
really young. He throws 100+. He's unhittable. Now, I don't have this exactly right, but it's close enough. The rules in Japan are if you play in their professional league, you have to be there for I think it's 5 years or before you can opt out and basically say, I want to go over here.
Yeah.
Or the team can say, we're going to post you and we will accept offers from other leagues, other teams, and then they can accept that. And the rumor has been that they may post him prior to him. Take your pick.
$500 million,
probably something like that.
Okay,
and that okay. So once you get into the 3 or 4s, there's like 3 or 4 teams that could. It's the Dodgers, the Yankees, the Mets, the Phillies, maybe the
Sox.
Giants.
He's coming to the
maybe
Dodgers.
the Sox.
Yes.
That's 6 teams tops that could kind of maybe do that. You got 2 Japanese megastars on your team already.
He'll be here. Yes.
Sure.
There's a pipeline now.
Yeah.
He'll be here.
And that's part of the reason the Dodgers did what they did with Ohtani and Yamamoto, to kind of plant their flag in Japan. Is like, hey, we're the team that you come to play for. Okay, I'll do that.
What are they doing in Japan, man?
Yeah.
Otani and Yamamoto, and now what's going on here?
I read this sentence, and I've read it before, but I read it this morning, and I went, yeah, that's true. The sentence was, the most talented baseball player to ever live. Not the best, but the most talented. Like, what doesn't he do well?
And pick interpreters.
Yeah. Okay, you're right. So
that's it.
He picks bad interpreters.
That's all.
But he's fast. He's a very intelligent baseball player. He's one of an elite group of pitchers.
He's tough. Yes.
He hits home runs.
Yes.
He hits for a high average. He gets on base a lot. What more do you want?
Do it for 10 more years?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
That's the only thing I can ask.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you can ask of the guy.
And he walks around like there's a spotlight on him at all times.
Yeah, he's a great
teammate,
yes.
appears to be. But he's got that thing where when he walks into a room, every head turns. Every cam is trained on him.
Yeah.
And physically, he's cuts that
he's
figure.
Hard to miss.
But he's got this glow, for lack of a better word, where it's just like, even if you never, like, who the hell is that? Like, what is that guy about? He's got everything, and he wears it so incredibly well. And he didn't even play well in the World Series, and it's an afterthought, part because he was hurt, but it's like, oh no, he's fine. Like, nobody's looking at Ohtani in the World Series and saying, it was just like, his shoulder's messed up.
Right. It is what it is. Yeah.
I have a question for you guys. So we saw 2 guys ride off into the sunset. We saw Kiermaier, and we also saw Hudson walk off into the sunset.
Yeah.
I know Kershaw, before the series happened, that he said he's going to be back next year, but is there something in his mind saying, hey, I want to ride off with this World Series win, or does he think they can win another one?
How much is the option for?
I think he's a free agent. I think so. My guess is it will land about where it landed this year, and I think he made $15 million-ish.
Yeah,
I'll double check it, but I think that's probably assume that's what it is.
I would hope
he's probably made $250, if not $300. He's got money.
Yeah, I would hope that he would say enough's enough, but he's a competitor. He's not going to want to go out like this. They never do.
I agree.
Does he want to participate in the next one?
Of course.
There you go.
Yes,
that's it. Look. Walker Buehler.
That should be me.
Okay.
Yes.
Walker Buehler. Fast forward. My boys are 23 and 18. Okay. When they're 63 and 58, and you say, hey, what's Walker Buehler about? Those 2 guys went, oh, that dude was awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
He showed up every time they needed him. He showed up.
Do the same thing with Kershaw.
Yeah, he was. I mean, he had such a weird run at the end. Like, it's a totally different conversation.
Great,
yeah, there's the but. He's like, he was the best I ever saw, but he had this weird thing in October where it's like, I don't know, man.
That is why he'll
didn't
come
they win
back.
the World Series twice when he was there?
Yes.
Yeah, and once was the pandemic, and he pitched good, but it was not great. And the other one, he was hurt and had a but.
And that's why he'll come back.
That's why.
Right there.
To be able to, I don't know if he's getting the last out in a game because he's a starting pitcher. So is Walker Buehler. He's a starting pitcher. So is Julio Urias.
If Walker Buehler can find it again, why can't Kershaw?
Because he's 10 years older.
Well, if he can find it, you can find it.
He's 10 years older.
I got you, but if he can find out how to pitch and be effective,
he's already done that.
Then the greatest Dodger pitcher can find a way to be effective.
No.
You don't think so?
No, he's already done that. He already went from, I'm this.
Yeah.
Hey, that's not quite it anymore. I'm going to turn into that. And he made that transition seamlessly. He's already, move that Buehler made from.
Then you should retire. Then you should walk off into the sunset, get a horse, wave your cap, and just ride. And leave with reputation intact.
You know what he's done? He's earned the right to make that decision for himself.
Of course. And if he wants to come back, then so be it.
That's what. If he wants to come back, let's go.
Yes.
I love you. Come on back. If you decide, you know what?
But you've got nothing left to prove.
No.
Nothing.
Not a thing.
Absolutely.
Couldn't agree more.
Yes.
Come on back. Love it. Want to call it a day? Love it. You wouldn't say most of the time, probably time for you to go, or dude, absolutely bring him back.
Whatever you want to do is fine with me.
Aaron, I was like, Aaron Donald didn't say he was leaving at the end of last year in the locker room.
Not publicly.
Not publicly, but I'm saying people can change their mind.
The difference with like a guy like Donald was still the very best at his job.
Yes, I like his comment.
That's just not true of Clayton Kershaw anymore.
He said, "I'm full."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not I'm done. I'm full.
I don't. Well, I think he had a better end of his career than Clayton Kershaw.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Well, he's still an All-Pro. He's still that
and what's
guy.
your lasting memory?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, come on, man.
Right.
He didn't have a bad year.
Right.
10 years, 10 A+.
Yes.
Cool. And a Super Bowl.
And a lot of wreckage.
The Dump, little Supercross talk coming up next. It's Travis DeMarco, 710 ESPN.
And the Dodgers are World Series champions. The road to Robert's redemption is redeemed. We celebrate all day long with you on 710 AM, the all-new ESPN LA app, and of course on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles. Spend all day with us. Keep checking back. A Dodgers Celebration Thursday, all on 710 ESPN. Our celebration made possible by our friends at Dick's Sporting Goods. Be sure to get your World Series champions gear at Dick's Sporting Goods today.
Hey kids, Uncle Artie here from Pernia Law, here to tell you about a newer sponsorship deal with Matt Barnes, who has deep LA roots, former Bruin and pro basketball player for both LA teams.
If you're looking for the best possible results after an accident, call my guy, Uncle Artie, at Pernia Law. And there's never any upfront fees. They collect when you collect. And for the record, their win-loss record puts them in the top of the standings. That's 844-DIAL-UNC. That's 844-DIAL-UNC.
If the car in your garage is not the car of your dreams, let's talk. Hi, I'm Garth Blumenthal, Unstoppable Automotive Group. Representing Mercedes-Benz, Audi, Polestar, Volvo, Jaguar, and Land Rover, we are doing everything in our power to make your car buying experience the best it can be. And with lower interest rates and higher inventories, you are now firmly in the driver's seat. To find the dealership near you, visit unstoppablegroup.com for details.
Unstoppable Automotive Group, building relationships one guest at a time.
Hey, it's Travis with Prize Picks. Did you know that you can win up to 100 times your money with Prize Picks with as little as 4 correct picks? That's right. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. And Prize Picks is the best place to get real money sports action. So why not join 10 million users and sign up today? Prize Picks puts its members first, so all withdrawals are fast, safe, and secure. So when my picks hit, I can get my money in as quick as 15 minutes. This week on Prize Picks, I'm looking at football. Patrick Mahomes, more than 267.5 passing yards, and Saquon Barkley for more than 67.5 rushing yards. Download the Prize Picks app today and use the code 710 to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. That's right. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win to receive the $50. It's guaranteed. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay. Listen up, sports fans. Gear up for your next game day hang with your friends. What's on the menu? Sliders, wings, chips, and salsa? Well, all your favorite game day foods go great with Stella Rosa wines, a semi-sweet and semi-sparkling wine that must be served chilled. Stella Rosa can be found at your local retailer, so remember to grab a couple bottles next time you shop. Nothing sweeter than a cold glass of Stella Rosa and watching your team compete. Please celebrate responsibly.
When pain keeps you from doing what you love, Hoag Orthopedic Institute gets you back to you. We are ranked number 18 in the nation and number 1 in Orange County for orthopedic and spine care by U.S. News and World Report. From the surf to the green, our world-class doctors are there, which is why more Californians choose Hoag Orthopedic Institute for orthopedic and spine care more than any other hospital. At Hoag Orthopedic Institute, there is no one better at getting you back to you. Proudly founded by premier physicians in partnership with Hoag. Learn more at HoagOrthopedicInstitute.com.
Attention football fans, the season's heating up, and that means it's time for jaw-dropping plays, spectacular touchdowns, and memories that'll last a lifetime. So if you're looking to grab the best seats for all the excitement, Vivid Seats is your go-to playmaker. With an incredible selection of tickets and a game-changing rewards program, Vivid Seats is your ticket to every thrilling moment. Don't miss out. Experience it live with Vivid Seats, the official ticketing partner of ESPN.
Are you ready to unleash the beast? Monster Energy is here to give you the edge this college tailgate season. Loaded with bold flavors, our powerful blend gives you the energy you need to push you beyond your limits. Tune in all season long with Monster, the energy drink of ESPN Radio College Football Tour. Power your performance with a drink that's as hungry for victory as you are. Crack open an ice-cold Monster and dominate your competition. Monster Energy. Unleash the beast. Grab yours today. It's time for everything we haven't gotten to today. Yes, it's time for the dump.
Qué picheo de calidad de Walker Buehler,
Prepara el de 1 y 2 para el ex-Dodger. ¡Siéntate! Los Dodgers, por octava ocasión en su ilustre historia, son los campeones del mundo. Y así como pasó hace 43 años, le toman una tremenda mordida a la gran manzana. Así como fue el año mágico en el 81 del gran Fernando Valenzuela, quien conquistó el Cy Young, el novato del año, y ayudó a conquistar a los Yankees aquí mismo en el Bronx. Los campeones de la Serie Mundial 2024, edición 120, los Dodgers de Los Ángeles.
Yeah. I know what that means.
We're world
champs, baby.
Yes,
In the Big Apple.
champs.
I heard Big Apple. I heard world
Yes.
champs. I heard Fernando, 1981. The Bronx, Walker Buehler.
What he said.
Siéntate. Let's go.
Sit
down.
Oh, sit down.
Great call.
That's Adrian Garcia Marquez. Yeah.
Great call by Adrian right there. That's quite a night.
Yeah.
Quite a night. And,
we're just getting started.
I was going to say, we're going to have a good day tomorrow, too.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to see the parade. It
Yes.
sounds like you and I are going to be there.
Man of the people, we're going to be out there. You're going to enjoy this. I need you to go completely bonkers out there with your people. Yes. You're going to be in the parade. We're going to be talking to people. Cannot
We're going to
wait.
be doing that.
If you
We're going to have
see
a
Travis,
microphone.
give him a beer shower.
Yes.
No,
I can.
please don't.
No, please do.
Please
yes.
don't. It's
Bring
gonna
your
be great.
goggles.
It's going to be great. I'm
And your swim
excited
trunks.
to see it because we got to when the Rams won their title and they had their parade, and I was at the Coliseum when that's where the parade ended, and everybody goes up.
Momentous.
And it was tremendous.
Yes.
It was just tremendous. So getting to experience that with the Dodgers is going to be amazing, and I'm sure there'll be some hilarious moments. I'm sure there's going to be some
the
unbelievable
drunk moments?
excitement.
Yes.
Well, Matthew Stafford and Sean McVay slurring his way through his speech was just amazing.
That's
just
what we
amazing.
hope to happen, right?
Yeah,
yes, that's
look,
what should be happening.
You earned it.
There shouldn't be a guy that's sober right now.
You
Yes.
earned it. It was great.
Awesome.
Some things to mention that we didn't get a chance to do today, but certainly worthy of mentioning. LeBron James Jr., Bronny James, scored his first career NBA points for the Lakers last night. He got a bucket against Cavs. Lakers got smoked by Cleveland.
Yeah.
Look, if you're
18-footer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Went left, pull up. Went in.
What'd it sound like, Em?
Ronnie, just bring it up yourself and shoot the ball. Jeez, I feel like going down there and yelling at him.
All right, here's Bronny with it. Dribbling left. Here you go, Michael.
Come on,
One-on-one.
There you
Bronny,
go.
Two-pointer.
Yes! All right. There you go.
And the crowd goes crazy.
I'm telling you, man, this kid's got a good shot.
A 12-footer from the left side, and everybody in the building on their feet.
Finally. I'm so happy for him.
No, you're not.
Give me my $1.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, you $1. Happy to pay that one.
What was the dollar? That he wouldn't.
That he would get a bucket.
He
I'm
would score a
assuming?
bucket. Okay.
Yeah.
Nice little move. Went left. Yeah. Pulled up. And
I
went in.
I need to do my homework. I need to go see it because I was in the deep end of the Dodger pool last night.
You mean the Laker game? Skip
yeah,
that one. Skip it.
I want to see Bronny's bucket. We're good, right?
It's on social media.
We're good, right?
What? Cleveland?
We're done with this.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the end of the road.
That's what I was
there.
told after the opening night.
No, this is Cleveland. You got the pictures, photo op. He scored in Cleveland. That's
What
a big
about
deal.
Miami?
Yeah.
No, Miami, you don't get that. This is it. That's all you get. Yeah.
What about New York?
Yeah. What about the IST? You know, you
gotta
first
earn-
father son
yeah.
to play in the IST
He
together.
needs the medal.
You got to earn a trip to Miami. You know what I'm saying?
Oh no,
you got to
I
earn
know what
that.
you're saying.
Yeah.
Look,
I
the
don't think
Lakers are going
LeBron
to get.
wants his kid in Miami anyway.
Yeah, he's an adult. At some point, they're adults. You turn them loose. If you're going to pick a night to get smoked, pick a night when the Dodgers win the World Series. Nobody's looking.
This is true.
Right?
Yes.
Just, who cares?
Afterthought, yeah.
Dodgers win the World Series. They'll be fine. I think Toronto coming up tomorrow. This is weird. 5 years in a row, somebody named Will Smith has won the World Series. Let's run it back.
5 years in a row?
5 years in a row. 2020, Will Smith of the Dodgers wins the World Series. 2021, Will Smith of the Atlanta Braves wins the World Series. 2022, Will Smith of the, who am I missing, Em? I know he was on the Rangers last year. The Rangers last year.
These are all different people.
Two different guys. There's a
okay.
pitcher, Will Smith, and there's the catcher, Will Smith.
Wow.
And the other Will Smith was on 3 different teams in 3 years, won the World
Okay,
Series.
so the
all 3
name
years.
Will Smith has appeared in
That's
5
right.
different World Series.
That's
Okay.
right. Kind of
Wow.
a weird baseball
like it.
thing.
And then they slap Chris Rock.
I know we mentioned at the very beginning. I want to do it again.
If you have a sombrero, throw it to the sky.
Last night was Fernando, the World Series, kind of
unbelievable,
putting it all together with Fernando in New York. Shortly after his way too soon death.
Give me another one, another apropos moment like that, where a legend passes and the team wins.
Yeah,
I can't think of
drawing
one
a
off the
blank
top.
at the top of my head,
No.
but Fernando Valenzuela meant so much to the city. He meant so much to this team. He meant so much to baseball. And that we lost him and that we got to celebrate him like this because if the Dodgers are having a bad season or, just didn't win the World Series, every time you're watching Fox and the opening, there's a shot of Fernando.
Yeah.
They cut to
That
Dodger
tunnel
Stadium,
shot
the
of him
tunnel
walking
shot
with
with
the
the
jacket.
jacket.
Oh,
Yeah, of
dude,
course.
I
It's
love that
iconic.
shot. Yeah.
It's iconic. You cut to a shot at Dodger Stadium. I dare you to find a shot where there's not somebody wearing a number 34. You can't do it.
Definitely. Yeah.
You can't do it. And that they
tomorrow would have been his birthday, and so they're celebrating.
Amazing.
The parade would be on his birthday.
yeah,
which is great.
just an unbelievable moment. Today was the Manu Ginobili bat situation that happened on Halloween.
Yuck.
Yeah, which doesn't make that even weirder.
Yeah.
That the bat is flying around. It's almost cosmic or planned, but yeah, it was on this day.
That I think like instinctively you would maybe if there's something buzzing around you, you might swat it to try to get it out of your way.
Yeah.
But after Manu swatted it, then he went over and just picked it up with his hand and handed it to the guy in the like one of the redcoats. I'm like, yeah, that's gross.
Yeah.
You picking up a bat?
No.
It spreads diseases.
No, hell
no.
no.
All diseases.
No.
start
Like
with
they have
bats.
rabies, right?
No.
Don't
They
bats have rabies?
They have
No.
a bunch of other transmittable diseases.
Disgusting.
Hard pass. How many trick-or-treaters are you going to get tonight?
None.
None? Zero?
None. I asked
You're
this of all,
gutless.
No, I asked this of all my neighbors. People don't trick or treat anymore.
Oh, we get a million.
Do
at
you
my
really?
house. Oh, yeah.
No one trick or treats up where I am.
Really?
No one. All the parents. Like, how many did you get last year? None.
Zero?
Because you're
Zero.
too high up a hill or something?
It must be like some people live on top of hills.
Zero.
And it's hard to get. And the area is old.
Okay.
There's a lot of old people there. So, yeah, we don't get a ton of trick-or-treaters.
Oh, we have from basically right before it gets dark till about 9 o'clock, that doorbell's ringing.
See, I need to move there. I missed that.
A lot.
I did read this. I was going to send this to you. Yahoo had an article. American customs that are dying out. One was class reunions.
Oh.
Because of social media.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
You're in touch.
Always.
Yeah.
Why a reunion? And the other one was Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah, trick-or-treating is going away.
Why? Did they get an explanation for the
because
trick-or-treating?
Just, I don't know. The community, like, giving candy away connected to the pandemic.
The helicopter parents.
That stuff, yeah.
Don't eat
it may
that.
be going away.
No,
Crazy.
don't eat
But
that.
that's been an issue even like what in the 80s with the razor blades and the
when DeMarco and I were kids, it's don't eat anything that doesn't come in a wrapper.
Let's go X-ray your candy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you dress up? You guys dress up? Sorry.
No.
Yeah.
You dress up?
I have a costume this year.
Yeah, me too.
What are you going to be?
Jack Skellington.
Oh, I like
Oh,
it.
no
yeah.
way.
Yeah, so I'll send pictures later.
Okay.
What are you?
Yeah.
I'm going to be a squirrel.
Oh.
Yes.
It's a pretty
Okay.
big squirrel.
You'll respect this. So we had to go shop. I was getting the riot act because I wasn't in the spirit.
Okay.
So the dads are going to dress up. So I had to go to Spirit
Halloween
to find a costume.
Okay.
The one that said 2X was a squirrel. Give it to me.
Done.
Is it like the Rocky and Bullwinkle squirrel or just the generic squirrel?
A generic squirrel. So I'll wear it. I'll take pictures. You'll see
Was
it.
your beard part of that costume?
That was, yeah.
Your
it might
beard,
be.
Yours looked more like a COVID mask than a beard.
It did that, it failed miserably. Yes, yes.
Yeah, you look like a rabbi.
Mace, you
with
want
that
my
beard.
beard? You don't want my beard?
It is a
nice
file.
offer, but no.
No. Are you dressing up tonight?
I am not dressing
You are
up.
not.
No.
Do you get trick-or-treaters at your place?
I do not.
None?
We don't even have sidewalks in my neighborhood.
What's going on in the
I'm
world?
telling you, we need to move to your
We
neighborhood.
always have a couple of Reese's peanut butter cups.
Just in case.
There you go.
Just in case.
Okay.
And then when nobody shows up, we just eat them.
Well, right. I
That's the way
buy.
it rolls in my
I have
house.
the exact same plan. Only instead of a couple of Reese's, I have a couple of bags of candy
Nice.
instead of.
What's the
Nice.
cutoff? 9 p.m. You can start eating them.
Yeah.
There you go.
Sure, 9 p.m.
Can't ring
That
the
sounds
doorbell
right.
after 9 o'clock.
There you go.
That's
all candy's mine
That's
now.
aggressive.
Yes.
What
But
a
if you
day
show-
to be alive!
Yes.
What a day to be alive!
How stoked are you?
Man, it was so much fun, so exciting. Oh my God! It's just, I'll tell you what, I did tear up. I did get really emotional. It was just
Where
such
from?
a special night.
Where's the emotion coming from? The tearing up. Like, what do you think when you? Why are you tearing up?
It's like we finally did it.
Yeah.
We finally did it. Because remember, now we can look back at 2020 and say, yeah.
That's exactly what I said.
You know what?
It validates 2020. It makes
Correct.
it 100% a real one. My argument was always it's not less than, but it's clearly different.
Different, yeah.
But the argument, well, you never got a full one, and it was like, you're right.
Yeah.
And now they do.
Done.
4 World Series appearances since 2017.
7 years?
2 World Series titles, 12 division titles in 13 years, 13 consecutive postseason appearances. And
Lifetime contract for Dave Roberts, right? Lifetime contract.
I mean, you got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me.
Do
That
Walker
last
Buehler
night,
now.
the whole thing went haywire because Flaherty had such a short outing,
Yep.
and you had to
Yeah.
manage that thing by the seat of your pants from the second inning on. He didn't miss a shot.
No, it was. I'll tell you. And at some point last night, when it was 5-0, Bergman and I were texting.
Oh, yeah.
Saying, boy, Friday night is going to be nerve-wracking.
Oh, my God. So, okay. So, Ireland.
I was shopping for Game 6 tickets.
Oh, I bet you were. Let's do a little Supercross talk. Bonk.
ESPN AM 710 Los Angeles. KRDC AM 1110 Pasadena, Los Angeles.
K256CX 99.1 FM Pasadena, Los Angeles.
It's the greatest segment in LA sports radio history.
Oh my God. When the shows come together for magic on the radio.
It will only grow stronger. Super Crosstalk.
Super Crosstalk presented by In-N-Out Burger. In-N-Out. That's what a hamburger is all about.
It's time for Super Crosstalk.
Woo, woo, championship. Woo, woo, woo. All right, Mace, you said you and Greg were texting about what was going on last night, 5-0, very early in the game. John, I know you were calling the Laker game, so you obviously had other things on your plate, but I'm sure you had one eye on the score of the game. At any point, seeing it 3-0, 5-0, did you think that the Dodgers had a heartbeat?
So when the game ended, Dodgers were down 5-0. We all got on the bus. And we were on the bus. Everybody was watching on their phone when the Yankees wet the bed in the 5th inning.
Yeah.
Yep.
And so we knew it was 5-5, and we were able to get internet on the plane. So when we were flying from Cleveland to Toronto, that's when they won it, and the whole plane went nuts.
That's
wow.
awesome.
Yeah.
So, Mace, when did you start thinking about Game 6? When did you get online, start thinking about tickets? Because when Soto went deep, or not Soto, Stanton.
Yeah.
When Stanton went deep, I'm like, all right, Game 6, Yamamoto, here we go.
I was right. I mean, I can go back and trace the text messages. When it's 5-0, I'm saying to Juan, well, we got to get to Game 6 tickets. Better buy them now.
Yeah.
Greg and I texting. Greg, we had both sailed in the game. We both thought, oh, that's it. 5-0 just feels insurmountable with the way Garrett Cole was pitching.
Yep.
Little did we know that the Yankees had so many tricks up their sleeve for the 5th inning.
Yes.
They absolutely barfed on themselves.
Yeah, they did.
But, and look, the Yankees did the yeoman's work to put them in that position. They had to get 2 hits even after the 3 errors.
Right.
That it wasn't like the errors let a bunch of runs come around. Freddie brought in the first group of runs.
Right. It was already 2 outs at that point.
It was 2. Well, he struck out Lux, and he struck out Ohtani. No one had come in yet.
Right.
He'd gotten 5 outs at this point and had not given up a run. He was, to your point, he hadn't given up a hit until that inning started.
Yeah.
Then Judge makes his mistake. Volpe makes a throwing error. Then he gets Betts to hit that little soft ground ball, and
Garrett Cole.
He went brain dead.
Yeah.
And he just went brain dead and forgot to cover the bag.
He pointed at it.
Yeah.
He pointed at the bag.
He did.
But that's only one
run.
run.
You need to be.
That's only one. He had gotten 6 outs, and they'd only recorded 1 run at that point.
Yeah.
Then Freddie'd. Then Teo hit the ball over Judge's head. That the Dodgers shoved them off that ledge.
Yeah.
As bad as the Yankees were in that inning, the Dodgers actually had to do some things to make it happen.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. I think as you go back and look at that fifth inning, but the bullpen, the way the bullpen was used last, because at some point I was like, well, what's the point of saving the bullpen? There's Michael Kopech in a 5-0 game, and I'm like, what a waste.
We're not going to use Kopech when we have the lead. We're going to use him when he's down 5-0. It's like, what the hell are we doing here?
And then scrap back into it, and I'm telling you, the Buehler thing had been bubbling around all night long. Buehler.
To close?
Because, frankly, they had nowhere else to go.
Well, Smoltz, I think, called it in like the 6th inning. He's like, how are they going to finish this game? They're out of guys.
Yeah.
There's nowhere left
Thank
to
God
go.
they were able to stretch Trinan, and he was able to get that last big out.
Thank God he was able to stretch. That was amazing.
Ireland, in your wildest dreams, watching Walker Buehler pitch the way he pitched for the 95% of the regular season, not only would he figure into the Dodger World Series victory, but be essential to the Dodger World Series victory.
I think he saved his career in L.A.
Yeah.
I think the Dodgers are going to offer him another contract. And before the start of the playoffs, I would have said they were just going to let him walk. And he still may go. And if that's the last, he's an unrestricted free agent. If that's the last act as a Dodger, he's indelible forever.
Yep.
He's he's right there with Julio Urias as the closer in a World Series game.
A game full of moments. Do you have a favorite one that stands out? Because that's
last night or in the series.
Last night.
Buehler with his arms out to the side.
That's the one that stands out to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say Buehler also. Yeah,
For me,
I don't think I'll ever forget Aaron Judge dropping that ball.
I can see him right now drop. Like in my head, the picture of my mind, I can see him dropping that ball. I can see the Volpe throw to third base.
Yes,
it didn't get it. I can see Garrett Cole not covering first. Like that 5th inning is going to go down
in history.
As the 5th inning that turned it for the Dodgers and. The Yankees just imploded.
We're on the right side of it, thankfully, but that has to be the worst inning in World Series history, right?
Probably.
Where not just where you give up a bunch of runs, because I'm sure somebody pitched like, you know what, at some point and got clobbered.
You gave up
but
the game.
Where you just basically had a huge lead and you turned it into a
and
series-clinching
6 outs.
loss.
Yes.
6. Baseball gods do not like multiple outs.
Gotta score on 6 outs.
And Dave Roberts, I know you and I were in a point where look, you got to make a change just because this doesn't work. And I up until last night, I was kind of in the same spot of I didn't give him a ton of blame when it was going bad, and I didn't give him a ton of credit when it was going well. I thought that the plan was coming from on high. There was no way to plan for what happened last night.
Right.
He gets a 10 out of 10 for last night.
Absolutely, 10 out of 10. Couldn't have managed that game.
Flew the plane upside down.
Any better.
He flew the
and
plane
by the
upside
way,
down.
just had a terrific postseason beginning to end.
Yeah,
just terrific. Every button that he pushed was the right button. Every lever that he pulled was the right lever. I mean, he just managed his ass off.
And they won the World Series in 5 games with Shohei Ohtani really not participating in a meaningful way.
Yep.
It just everything that needed anything that could have broken good or bad. 90% of them broke to the good side.
And you see, I already got Laura went to Dick's Sporting Goods last night.
I didn't even look closely. You're right. That is the modern.
She said she had to wait 2 hours in line.
No way.
Yeah.
Wow. No kidding.
Yep. So Laura,
she couldn't shoot me a phone call.
No. Yeah, no. She was texting all of us last night. I don't know who else got stuff.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Laura went shopping last night.
I thought we were on the same page, and now the next thing I know, she's handing out
look at Laura. Laura, you're pointing. You did get. Yeah,
there you are.
Laura's got her World Championship hat on, her World Series
hat. Did you lose
hat.
my number?
No, it was late.
It was late.
It was like midnight.
But
the guys just took dibs on the shirt and the hoodies.
Oh, is that right?
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, you're all decked out head to toe.
Love it.
You're rolling. Oh, lanyards.
You got lanyards.
I want Mason's hoodie.
For everybody.
Yeah. What size is that hoodie, Mace?
It's XL.
Wow.
All right.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
XL.
Don't leave it out.
Rolling that thing.
Don't leave it out.
So we're all going to the parade tomorrow, it sounds like?
I think we're all going to the parade. I'm trying to figure out exactly what's going on. I have been told go get a phone and a social media person and go to the route somewhere.
You know what we know.
Yeah. You're slightly more informed.
Yes.
Yeah.
We're
is that not what your understanding is?
Kind of.
Vaguely,
I heard you
yes.
guys are getting here at 6:30, and I said 6:30 is way earlier for me than it is for everybody else.
Yeah.
That's
You're on
funny.
a different
That's
clock.
a good way to look at it. Yeah.
The Mason clock just doesn't strike
way to look
midnight
at it.
until a
I'm going to
different
make
time.
it here by 9. That sounds fair.
All right, you guys take it over. You guys talk about it. Congratulations to all the Dodger fans out there. Congratulations to the Dodgers, like you said, Mace.
Yeah.
They did it in a full 162-game season. Super Cross Talk is brought to you by In-N-Out. In-N-Out, that's what a hamburger is all about.